lovelies, my creative creatures out there, to the beautiful community, to my fam, to my subscribers, soul fam. So yesterday you guys asked about, we're asking some questions about a love reading, and as I've been shuffling the decks, I've seen a couple of things. Somebody has been physically hiding something physical. They could also physically be hiding themselves. And then I saw the Emperor in reverse and the Tower. So, also what I'm kind of picking up on is someone could potentially be hiding, like, almost like a private investigator, something like this. It's like someone's hiding, there's a secret or someone's hiding something. But with this Tower card here and the mask kind of falling off and the Emperor in reverse, it's like someone that is from someone that has more legal standpoint. This person, this could be an attorney or a judge, could be somebody that was hiding something. Yeah, they were holding on to something. Okay. Maybe some type of fortune, maybe some type of information or something like this. So I guess we're just going to get right into it. Let me make sure you guys can actually, can you guys hear me? Hold on. Sorry, you got to be patient with me. And you know, actually this reading started here at 11:11. Did you guys get up and do that tune in? I woke up, I was like half asleep, and I played the song. My cat made sure to wake me up. She's like, the alarm's going off. So I was 2 minutes late, but I still managed to play the song to heal the world. I felt a lot of warmth, so that was nice. So, can you hear me? Oh, good. Perfect. Totally, you can hear me. So, someone has been hiding something or holding something up, preventing something, and it's caused a lot of problems. Okay, some type of message, some type of letter, some type of something that prevented somebody to have some type of missed opportunity, and this person, has taken the shit for it. I mean, they did it. They did it. Someone blocked some type of message. Yeah. Someone blocked some type of message from getting through. They created a missed opportunity. They were literally doing the most to make sure this opportunity was missed. Someone didn't want someone to have this wish fulfillment. Someone did not want someone to receive this cup of love, this offering. For some of you guys, again, this could be a piece of mail. This could be an email. This could be a text message. This could be a letter. This could be whatever. I'm picking up like some type of like initiation, but it could have been like, for instance, let's say you got, let's say someone got accepted into a school or into a program or a mentorship or somebody, this is like something important, okay, that they blocked, okay, that they blocked because they were jealous. They were jealous. They were jealous. They were jealous that this is somebody that you've known for a while, or this is someone that's been jealous of you since you were, young, or also, okay, what I'm also picking up on is this is someone maybe that you also haven't known for a long time, that you didn't know for a long time, but they did know you and they were working with people that knew you for a long time. family, past family members, or something else like this that kind of didn't want, they didn't want you to receive this wish. They didn't want you to receive this letter, this message, this outcome, something like this. Okay. They wanted to block it. Okay. They put these 10 of Swords in the back. Yeah, this is definitely family. Some type of family betrayed you. Maybe your family betrayed you with a past partner, or someone that you considered like your family, or your brother, or sister or sibling, someone that you considered. Could even be like aunts, uncle, like, I don't know. This is these people really betrayed. They really betrayed or prevented this from happening, and now they're rethinking. They're actually sitting here rethinking their decisions. The Five of Swords. At first, they thought that they could, like, clear the playing board, and that once they had all the swords, it would be cool. But now that they're sitting there, they realize actually they created a lot of heartache. Or what's going on is something's coming back around. For many of you guys, something's coming back, or from many of these. So there's a lot of karmic energy here. For a lot of this karmic energy, whoever did this, right? These family members, these siblings, sister, brother, mother, father, okay? These are people, you know, these are people that were close to you, that you considered to be close to you. And yeah, they stabbed you in the back. They had a bunch of people. They were maybe even working with a whole organization against you, to come against you, to prevent you from getting these messages. They didn't want you to be able to make an informed decision. But here's the thing. It's like you guys knew somehow. You guys already knew somehow. You knew something was like this for a long time. You knew something was coming. You already knew. It's been in process. Something has been in process. Okay. Yeah, now these people are getting back whatever they did. Whatever they did to block this, these people are getting it back. All these 10 of Swords, they're getting it back. These people wanted you to be depressed. Now they're depressed. They're having these major tower moments, and they're trying to keep their masks on. Okay, but they can't. They can't. It's like too much information. It's like, what this is, it's almost like you guys figured out some information that was very old, that was buried in the past. So it's like, yeah, you kind of uncovered it. It's like they pushed you to a certain extent, and it just cracked you wide open. And you guys found out some type of information that they've been hiding for quite some time. And it could be related to some type of money, some type of fortune, some type of inheritance, something that people have been hanging on to for a while. Okay. Okay. Interesting. So what is this? So let's get over here. They didn't want you to receive this couple of. They did the most to make sure that you miss this opportunity, didn't receive this message. So let's see. Let's break it down. Since the karmics keep wanting to show up so much, let's break it down. Let's pull out first this Nine of Wands. Who are these people? Like, they wanted collective to be the wounded warrior. They wanted to break your guys' heart, okay? Someone wanted to break somebody's heart. Now, from what I'm picking up, a lot of this energy is basically like, if you're on a divine union, right? Because this is a love reading. So it's like, you guys, you have this soulmate. You have this, maybe a twin flame, a divine union. You have something that is really meant to be coming into play. And it's like, all of these people have been working against you. For many of you guys, it's your own family, or your friends, people that you consider close to you, like family. Like it's almost like when you guys see when you see the people that were blocking, that were keeping these blessings from coming in, when you guys see that, when you see the lies and the things that they have created or constructed to prevent this, you guys are gonna be you're going to be blown away, whether you're masculine or feminine. So basically, the way I'm going to figure this reading at this moment, I'm just going to explain it, is basically there's a lot of karmic energy that's going on, that's blocking some type of divine union, that's blocking these lovers, masculine and feminine, from coming together. There's been a lot of spell work, there's been a lot of work, there's also some type of invitation, messages, letters, like something like this. But I'm really picking up like an acceptance of, like, maybe there was like a maybe you got like an apprenticeship, maybe you got cast for a show or a movie, maybe they wanted to make a movie about you, maybe there was somebody famous that wanted to make art or make music, or literally like they not only blocked collective, whether you're masculine or feminine, doesn't matter. I think that they block, what I'm picking up very strongly is they block both. Okay, both masculine and feminine, right? And you guys have been in this space where you guys are just in this meditative space, right? Thinking about, okay, I'm going to call in, I'm calling in, I'm doing my inner work, right? I'm in my self-love to call in this collective relationship, right? I'm not entertaining third parties. I'm not letting anything else distract me. But the thing is they use that to their advantage, to where they made it seem like it's like almost like you denied it. It's like, um, for instance, let's say you had like a proposal, right? Let's say there was some proposal. Let's say this message was someone's like, listen, I'm giving you this proposal. Maybe they didn't want to necessarily be in love with you, right? But they didn't want to hurt you, but maybe they wanted to like become business partners or something like this. Like this was a job. This wasn't a big opportunity that they fucked up. Okay. This is like multiple opportunities that they fucked up. Okay. A few of them. And it's like, this is what they blocked. But the thing is not only did they just block it, right? They lied about it, and they decided that they would like step in place, is like what they're saying, step in place. It's like someone, not only did they make sure you missed the opportunity, but they made sure like you weren't good enough to get the opportunity, divine masculine, divine feminine, or this person or this job or whatever else. And they helped themselves to positioning themselves in this position. Okay. This literally could be a best friend or an ex-lover or a family member that was just like, no, they couldn't handle this position. They would fumble it. They would lose everything. They basically were creating, this is a lot of lies. A lot. They like, this is smear campaign. This is like, they not just said it, but they also did a bunch of shit. Yeah. Yeah. They were doing the most. And they wanted collective. They wanted you to feel, they wanted each of you. And the reason why I say collective, this is like the love collective. This is like the soulmate twin flame collective. This is a love reading. Okay. So what I'm feeling again, and this is very prominent, is they were doing it simultaneously to masculine and to feminine. Okay. Both families, or the same families, or the ex's family, or your friends and the family, or whatever. Okay. They were doing it specifically to keep you guys in this feeling like this person didn't like you. They didn't want to be with you. You weren't good enough. Maybe this and that. They wanted to put you in this depressed state, right? Like basically this is where they wanted to keep you. They went out of their way to make sure that you couldn't receive something, or to tell people that you were imbalanced in order to not be able to receive something. Maybe for many of them, they could have said that you are not mentally stable or mentally well, that you are in some type of facility or on some type of something, something like this. Okay. Everybody's going to know what their own story is here, but they blocked this union. For many of them, they could have told the opposite, the masculine or the feminine, the person that wanted to come in to be with collective, right? The actual counterpart that wanted to come in. They said that the other person, oh, they were sick, or they were handicapped, or they were insane, or they were this, or they were that. They had some type of disease, or they were this, or they created a big, like, this is a big, like the King of Swords in reverse. He's standing on business, right? The sword in reverse is like, this is lies, deception, like not a little bit coming from the king. This is like this is like an entire smear campaign, okay? That they created. And it's like, um, your friends, your family, your exes, whatever, they're all in on it. They're all in on it. All of them. And now the judgment is coming back around because they put each person in the state to be judgy. Now the interesting thing is, what I'm picking up on is they were hoping to end this whole thing. They're going to end it. They're going to bring it to an end. They're going to block this, right? They were hoping that this judgment, that all of this bad smear campaign, all of this bad stuff that they said, everything was going to create this distrust, distaste between this divine union. And look at what comes out, the star. Okay, it's like, when somebody knows, okay, so let's say this is like a soul, like a divinely guided soulmate or twin flame union or something like this, right? When it's like this, right, it's like they both know, they both understand, and so it's like they both understand that this is their dream. You guys, look at this. It's like they know. It's like when you know, when you've met, when you feel love, when you know what love is, right? Even if you maybe don't, even if you're let's say like you're what do you call it? Let's say you're reestablishing what love is, right? But you're like, I know what I want to feel. I know that I want to feel supported. I know that I want someone to show up for me how I would show up for them, right? It's like you have these wishes or these dreams, and it's like they can't, no matter what they try to do, they're incapable of doing it. No matter how much they try to disprove you, collective, no matter how much they try to make you look crazy or depressed or whatever, it's not happening. You guys aren't haunted. It's like, you guys are like, cool, that's over. All of those people, all those judgments, it's like now you've seen everything clearly. Now you see who's actually your friend, who's your family, who's your foe, who's on your team and who's not. And what you guys are seeing, collective, divine feminine, divine masculine collective, is you're seeing that not a lot of people actually want you to achieve this dream. Not a lot of people are voting for your happy ending, because that means it's making them feel some type of way. It's making them upset about it's making them upset about like not like it's making them feel inadequate, right? It's making them feel inadequate. And that's basically what it's boiling down to, is it's making them feel inadequate. And so, hello everybody, thanks for the hearts. Thank you for the compliments. If you have an issue with me talking or what I'm talking about, then go to some other stream. Go to some other stream. Okay? I'm here. This is my collective, and people here are kind to each other. We don't do weird things. Okay, so guys, anybody else who's in the chat, actually, if you guys report these people, if you report them, it goes away, it goes away faster. Because if I sit here and report them, it doesn't go away. But if somebody else in the chat reports them, it deletes them automatically. So basically what's going on is the haters, you guys can get fucked. Go somewhere else. Obviously, you're here because if if you have negative things to say, you're here because you're queer. You're here because you're gay. Because you're gay for me, or because you want to hear what I had to say. For sure, because I don't know what else you would be doing here, y'all. are hilarious. So anyways, for my lovers out here, you guys are about to come into this union, and this union is actually being defended by God, right? By this, it's like a legion of angels, right? This is like the whole, you have the whole well of the angels of the heavens, right? You guys are literally, you have um, full on protection, right? You guys have all of this backup, right? You have this well. It's like you have an endless amount of love and protection and energy and fluidity coming in for you. Be careful what you wish for. I am the angel of death. So keep saying bad spells and wonder why you don't wake up later on. Be careful what you wish for. So anyways, you guys have this new passionate start that's coming in due to your devotion. Okay. For some of you guys, they wanted to keep you in this mental construct of feeling like you're not good enough or you're below them or whatever this bullshit is, right? They really wanted to keep you in this space, but you guys aren't, you guys have done your work. You guys aren't naive. You guys aren't staying in this state. Your devotion to self, your devotion to the divine, your devotion, it's like you guys have been on this path and you guys are super tapped in, and because of that, things are going to be fixed. They're going to be fixed or repaired. So yeah, so let's see now. So now we know what this Nine of Wands is. All these people doing the most to try to fuck you up. Let's see now what this what these messages were. Okay, let's see this Eight of Wands, what these messages were. What are the messages? Messages. Dear universe, source, creator, spirit guides, angels, ancestors, ancient deities, ascended masters, animals, elementals, galactic federation of love, light. Thank you for your presence and your grace and your protection. Thank you. So mote it be. We ask that any and all hating, perpetrating, monitoring, grooming beings, entities, handlers, spirits, or anything that has any hate to come towards me be transmuted for me and my collective back in the form of health, wealth, abundance, and love. So mote it be. And we ask that any evil doers or haters or ops or handlers or groomers or whatever the fuck you motherfuckers be or don't be or wish that you were or weren't, to any of the haters out there, hey, we have so much more, but may you go blind, deaf, dumb, and insane, and may you incinerate upon the gaze. So mote it be. Return to sender. We have no space left for thee. Okay, so what this message was about some type of money, some type of financial money that was left to you. Okay, there was somebody that left either a will or some type of inheritance. It could have been some type of thing that was left to you from an older person. Okay, it doesn't necessarily have to be a family member. I'm picking up a lot that it was that there was some type of family member, but also somebody else that you considered, that considered you kind of like family to them. Maybe you took care of them when they were older or something like this. Okay, I'm picking up there's more than one. There's more than one message or letter or something that got blocked, but it is having to do with bank accounts, property, inheritance. And these people, you were loyal to them. You were loyal to the end, is what I'm hearing. Loyal to the end. And these people wanted to reward somebody for this, okay? Whether this is feminine or masculine, I don't know. This could be both. That could be why I'm picking up that there's more than one. It's like, for instance, someone got left the well again. It's like you guys are about to have more than enough, or you guys have already had more than enough, but these people have been blocking it from you from learning about this, or from the information coming through to you, because they want to keep collecting on it. Yeah, they're trying to defend. These are people that may have been collecting on it since you were young. Again, siblings, family. Yeah, again, the Ten of Swords. Yeah, these are people that have been blocking it. They worked with some type of corrupt organization or something like this. They knew that your Two of Cups, your love story, whatever, was going to come into play, and so they sent in this Jezebel spirit. They could have sent in for divine feminine. They could have sent in some type of gigolo for divine masculine. They sent in some type of fucking whore. Do you understand this Jezebel spirit? Okay, look, literally. Oh my God, you guys. The King and the Queen of Wands in reverse. Okay, they could have actually been a couple. They could work together. Okay, strong fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, doesn't have to be, but these are Jezebel and gigolo energies. Okay, these are paid sex workers. These are people that get paid to do the deed, however you want it to be done. For some people, they also do these go back to the romance scammers. It's like the romance scammers that find people to come in, and they take what they're worth. Yeah, they go in, they find like wealthy, single, independent, whatever people, and they send somebody in. They choose the person, they send them in. Their family even paid for it. It was a collaboration. This wasn't a few people. This was a whole collaboration. Hello, Kitty. Hello, Angel. Hello, Anna. So, yeah. Okay. So, and they're all fucking fighting now. Those be fighting words. There is a big fight, a big feud that's going on. Somebody talked. Somebody talked. This little Page of Swords. A little birdie sang. And what's fucked up actually is they're all fighting because they thought that it was you, collective. But it's like you guys haven't had it's like you guys have been in this zone. You guys have just been in this healing meditation zone. Many of you guys may not have, like, literally they blocked you're not receiving emails. You may not have internet. You may not have Wi-Fi. You may not have a device or a computer, or you know what I'm saying? Literally, it's like you don't have a mailbox. You don't, or they blocked it. They've redirected mail. They redirected mail, email, messages, socials, media, different stuff. They literally, yeah, they're fighting. Ooh, they tried to create a fake marriage. Ooh, somebody, copycat. Okay, so they pretended to be you. Okay, they had somebody else pretend to be you. For many of them, they could have gotten married and did some stuff, opened some bank accounts, took out some stuff in your name. Yeah, and they got in a big fight. Somebody got in an accident, or when they got in a fight, they got in an accident because something happened. Something happened because somebody told, and they were, yeah, they're not going to be victorious. There is, someone was rushing, someone was driving too fast. Something happened. Something happened. Someone crashed, something happened. Someone was going to tell somebody something. Someone was on the way to tell somebody and they got in a crash. Well, who was this? Somebody that was hiding. Okay. Someone that's either been hiding this money, could be an earth sign. Okay. Again, this is mother, sister, auntie. This is this energy. Okay. They didn't want you to be stable. Okay. They've been taking your stability from you, and they've been holding that. So whoever was coming to tell you, this is someone that actually, is it someone that actually cares for you? I'm not sure if it's someone that actually cares for you, or if it's someone that they were sending in. Someone they're sending in. Yeah. Someone they're sending in to try to make it seem like they care for you, so they can get you back in this state. So they can get you in this state, so they can get you attached, so they can make you feel more like shit, because they have no way to attach. They're literally trying to attach an entity into you. They're trying to send, be careful, because they're trying to send in some sneaky shit. Okay. Some sneaky security shit, but it's only just to take something away from you. Okay. This is someone that's going to be like, oh, well, blah, 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 blah. Maybe they could be, somebody else could be receiving sympathy. This could have been like a past lover or somebody that they thought, okay, the Knight of Wands in reverse, somebody that maybe you wanted to be with, or they thought, that said that you guys were together all the time, but maybe you guys weren't really together. Maybe you guys hooked up once, or maybe, who really knows, right? But from the way this looks, is you guys weren't really ever a thing, you know? Maybe you went on a date, or maybe you hooked up, or maybe there was something, but it's like there wasn't a thing here. But they're trying to send this person in. They're trying to send this person in. This person could be coming with some fucking type of sob story, okay? But they're full of shit. It's all fabricated, okay? It's all fabricated. Why? What is this? Let me see. Wow, you guys. This is a lot of energy. Yeah, they want you. They're in this state. They're over here crying over spilt milk because they weren't able to make this thing happen. For some of you guys, this could have been a past lover or partner or something like this. They tried to play a fucking game on you with a third party, and they thought that they could fucking crumb you and that you would be behind them waiting around, and you guys didn't, and now they can't stop crying. This person cannot stop crying. Whoever this is, this past person that lost you, collective, divine feminine, divine masculine, this could be both directions too. This is somebody, yeah, they've lost everything. They don't, yeah. Literally, they've lost everything. When they decided to walk away from you, right? When you gave them the option, you're like, listen, I'm out. Like, either you're coming on this journey or you're not. And instead, they decided to walk away from you because they assumed that you would always be there. And now they're seeing that, collective, you're the high priestess, that you are this treasure, that you are this divine being, that you are this golden ticket. And it's like, they didn't believe you. For many of you guys, they didn't believe a lot of the things that you guys were maybe saying that were going to happen, that were going to come to pass. They didn't believe that. You guys have done a lot of your work. You guys are really in this happy space. You guys have healed. You guys are in this happy space. You guys are in direct connection with the divine. You're standing in your truth and your authenticity. You guys are doing great. And the whole world is seeing that. And these people that tried to say that you were so bad, or that you were sick, or that you were unstable, or blah, 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 that's exactly how they're looking. Okay? These people, and everything that they were hiding and that they were lying is now coming back. Oh, this is part of the problem. This is what's going on, is these people that hid this opportunity from you, that have been blocking your messages, have been blocking everything from coming in, your money, everything. They've been taking that money. They've been taking your opportunities. They've been taking that money, and they've been hiding it from you for quite some time. These people are going to be like, oh, but blah, 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 blah. They're going to want you to feel bad. They're going to want you to feel bad, but they're out here lying. They're out here lying. They literally hid, lied. They tried to manipulate. They tried to cause confusion. They stole. They wore masks. They created this whole fucking facade, and their mask is falling. Their mask is falling. They're being seen as these evil reptilian haters that they are. Yeah, these are people that were in your family, people that you thought were close. Literally, these could be parental figures. You guys may also be finding out that whoever was your parents maybe is not actually your parents, that was all liar or deception. Many of you guys may be finding out that you've been being trafficked or handled your entire existence, right? You might be finding that out. That may be, yeah. something that you did brought down this whole organization. Again, I'm picking up very strongly that these are people that hid behind some type of religion. This is some type of religious people. And it's like even the marriage, the everything, all of it was fake. This is like some fucking Truman Show shit, bro. This is some Truman Show shit. Like, people that you are with, collective, maybe that you dated, they put these people that the family was like trying to be like, yeah, we want you to come together with collective. We're helping you. But then they were like doing all these things to fuck everything up and just making it look like the other person was, oh, they're so unstable. They always do this. You can't be with them. They'll never settle down, whatever this is. Oh, they just do this. They're a pathological liar. They're whatever. Like, yeah, 100%. Like a cult. But that's what I'm saying is they were using some type of front. Okay. They're using some type of front. And why do I say this? Because I see, okay, because this is information. These are people that are watching or that are using something else. See how the words and the actions are here and she's looking the other way. Do you understand? It's like, this is something, these are people that are watching. These are people that are stalking. Okay. This is like gang stalking, gang stalker. This is like all kinds of crazy shit. Okay. These are people that are trying to use some type of higher level magic or cult, but they don't really have access to it. Or maybe they did have access to it when they were, tapping your energy. They were alchemizing your energy. And now that it's like, so I was channeling this earlier, you guys. What I was channeling earlier is like, they were using your energy, right? They were tapping into collective's energy, divine masculine, divine feminine. They were tapping into these energies. And when they were doing that, they were able to summons or use these type of dark, demonic, reptilian, draconian, whatever. They're using these darker demonic entities, these darker beings that they were able to kind of body snatch, hop on, do whatever, right? And in the process of doing that, basically doing that, they like, so it's like they kept trying to push their magic or their capacity, but really it was never theirs. It was somebody else's. They were siphoning, they were doing spell work. They were doing dark spell work. So for instance, let's say people are doing some type of divination, some type of magic. They're doing, like, let's say, don't do it, you guys, don't do it. It's not worth it. But you can do spell work. You can do dark magic and shit like this. People can do it. You don't have to be a master witch or wizard to do it. But the problem is there is repercussions. I talk about this all the time with you guys here on this channel. This is why I don't give spell work. I don't do spell work. I don't fuck with black magic or dark magic. Never will I, never have I, never. 0% are we doing that. Why? Because it will work. Okay. You will see it. It will work. It will mask. You can use, glamour spells. You can use this. You can do it and it will work. Even if the people don't understand magic, don't believe in magic, it will work. But there will be a karmic balance that has to come back to collect its debt. And that's basically what's going on. That's basically what's going on here, is that this is coming back to collect its debt. And these people, so now, because they've been sucking on the life force energy of divine masculine, divine feminine, because they've been sucking on the energy of this divine union and blocking this divine union, right? And these blessings, because they've been doing that for so long, it's like now the divine has put the gaveling down. They're like, nah, boom, full on like action. See, he's like, boom, like, we're about to, they made a decision, right? This was like the jury, the judge, like everybody decided like, nah, this shit ain't okay on a higher, like, cosmic level. And so they're like, listen, you guys can't do it. And so now when they try to do this magic, when they try to do the summonings and they're doing all this stuff and they're calling in all these demons and creatures, they can't muster up the power. It's like the power that they were taking from you while using these other dark entities to go against you to try to block this thing. It's like now they can't access that power, and now the divine has like intermittent or inadvertently given that to collective. So now not only have they lost their access to their power and their demons, it's like now the demons work for the collective, for the divine collective. All their energy, all their magic, all of their it's like their spells or their powers or their capacity. Like let's say someone was good at the telepathy or remote viewing, or someone was really good at alchemy, like doing whatever, like food or who knows, right? Whatever their skill was, it's like the divine took it from them and gave it to the collective. They're like, here you go, actually this is yours now, because what they've proven is like they don't have accessibility, and now they're freaking out because they're like, what's going on? They're trying to do these weird rituals and these sacrifices and all this weird shit and getting into weird characters and doing I don't even want to say, it's like dark, the shit that I'm seeing that they're showing me. Yeah, they're trying to attach these Jezebel spirits and these Jezebel energies, and they're trying to do weird fucking sex magic with other people to try to tap into this, and it's just not it's like they can't tap it anymore, right? The divine, like the gods, the legions of angels, like everybody basically is like, no, bruh, like you cannot block this. You cannot block this union. And as a matter of fact, not only have you blocked it and are you not allowed to block it, but now you've like your magic and your powers have now been revoked, and where their spell work is getting returned to sender, but now their powers and capacity are being returned, and now they're it's like you can use them now as your powers towards your dreams, towards your goals, whatever. It's like whatever was promised to them, like let's say they were like, oh, they get a boat or they get a castle or whatever, like let's just say they get this happy ending, right? Now they don't get that. Now that goes to collective as well as their powers, as well as their whatever they work for. Is it's like literally like the divine orchestration of this is like, yeah, literally like, dude, like they're losing everything, and it's all going back to collective, because it's like that's what they wanted, is they wanted collective to lose everything. They literally actively consistently went out of their way to block all of this. We are doing the love reads. You feel like it's your maternal family and a few from your paternal side as well. They've always envied you. Yeah, and this is what you guys are, a lot of you guys, if we're in these divine connections, you guys are going to see there is a lot of envy. And for some of them, so there's different things that I picked up on this. Aurora, yeah, it swings back to the person who does it. Yeah. So I picked up on this. Woo, gives me a lot of goosebumps. I picked up on it. So for some of you guys, this is something, for instance, they like, let's say your family members or something like this. They had some type of practitioner or some type of reader, some type of fortune teller, somebody that saw who or what you were going to be, and what you were going to do this and you were going to do that, and you were going to be rich or famous, you were going to change the world, or you were going to change the whatever, the church, or you were going to create, or you were going to just, you were going to bring down the patriarchy or whatever the fuck it was, right? And they were like, they were so jealous. There was so much envy. Like, what is surrounding this whole blockage, what's creating this quagmire around this divine connection or this divine union, is literally envy and jealousy. And it's not from external sources. It actually, the majority of the external forces are like on their seat, like, can they get together? Like, when is it gonna happen? Oh my God, this is literally like directly envy and jealousy. So for some, I picked up, this is something that your family picked up on or received when they were really fucking small. And so they may have blocked you or tried to prevent some of your, what are you doing? Try to prevent some of your capacity, or make you seem like you're out of your mind, or you don't know what you're talking about, or you're in some fucking cuckoo, some fairy tale, whatever this is, right? And this has been the projection, and this is why they did all of this to block some type of messages. This is letters and messages. So let's see. You're about to see my tangerine juice. This is not fake. This is real. Look at this color. This is real tangerine juice. It's just tangerine juice. I don't put any sugar. We would definitely put ice and water, but real things can be really colorful. It's really interesting. So hold on, let me see. The truth is out. Your neighborhoods and around the world, the truth. Yeah. They can't hide from it. That's a good thing. You know what, Dora? That's a great thing. Here's what you say. Bless you, and bless your enemies. This is something I was actually thinking about when people are like, you need to forgive. No, we don't need to forgive people that do terrible things knowingly, consciously. But we can bless them. We can say, I bless you. You can pray for them. I pray that they find their way. I pray that they get clarity. I pray that hopefully they can become better people. But you do not have to forgive, but you can bless. Not everything and everybody deserves forgiveness. And just because you're not forgiving everything, this is an old patriarchal construct, right? Where you're just like, oh, be the bigger person and forgive. No, you don't have to hold a grudge to say, that behavior was intentional. It was premeditated. It was intentional. It wasn't accidental. And if anybody needs to ask for forgiveness, it's them. Right? There's a mental mind fuck, right? And patriarchy and lots of organized religions just teach us that. So there's got to be some type of limitations to certain things, right? But you can send them love. You can bless them. You can pray for them. Like, that's what I do. I'm just like, you know what? I'm going to send you my little team of angels and my ancestors. They're going to sit with you every night so you feel safe. Safe and sound, right? No. No. These monkeys started all this. You know what's funny, Jeffrey, is I was thinking about this whole, what's this? There's 12 monkeys. There's 12 monkeys. It's fucking weird, dude. It's like reminding me of this 12 monkeys. I cannot do personal readings. If you want a personal or private reading, my information is in the information box below. It's best to message me on Instagram because guess what? My messages are blocked too. So, they didn't want you to be able to, someone's been monitoring you. They've been monitoring your messages. They've been stalking or blocking or monitoring your messages. Also, for many of you guys, your mail. Okay, this can be email. This can be actual physical mail. Someone rerouted. Someone's going to get in big trouble for this. Somebody close to you. Literally somebody close to you. When you figure out, you know, for some of you guys, you may not be surprised. You may already know that your family or you know, like, for me, I'm just like, all right, like, I'm used to narcissists. I'm used to Machiavellianism. I'm used to fucking psychopathy, sociopathy, right? I'm used to it. At this point, like, what are you gonna, if I can't have you, nobody else can? Like, fucking come up with something new. Come up with something new. Like, motherfucker. Oh my god, this is so fucking crazy. These people are and were predators, yeah. You want your inheritance returned and all is forgiven. Yeah, this is a strong energy, right? There is a decision that has to be made, or these people already made a decision. Ooh, they made a decision. Now there's a decision being made on them. Okay, it's like So it's like what I'm picking up is that it's like they've been doing it for a while, but they didn't actually think that something was gonna, um, they didn't think that it was gonna come back to them. Like something that they already organized years ago. This could have been a decade or decades ago that they already did this, that they already made this decision. Yeah. You guys, it's like for many of you guys, you may have had like money, you may have had like a whole trust, an account, a whole thing. Many of you guys, again, I've been picking up on this a lot. Farm or vineyard, some type of land or castle, some type of something. Um, Hold on, I gotta let my cat out. She's going crazy. But you guys, literally, you had something. Like it would have been enough for you to be. So it's like the reason why they took it. Okay, what I'm picking up on is it's like if you had enough, then it's like these people felt entitled. They felt more entitled to what was left for you than you should have, because they just felt like you just would go and do your own thing and blah 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 blah, and they were redistributing it with amongst themselves to people who they thought needed it, because you wouldn't know. You like to be by yourself, but they don't know that it wasn't their decision to make. And that's what's being found out. That's what's being found out, because they blocked something and it blocked something else. Hold on, give me 1 second. You want to go out? Here. Go on. Go on. Go on. Oh, sorry, she gets all crazy. She wants to start doing stuff and she can't go anywhere. So, okay, so what they did is they blocked this, but now what's been happening is there's been investigation. There's been like private investigators, something like this, that have been watching for a while, because a lot of people had a lot of things to say about you, collective. And yeah, so they've been investigating this and they've been watching you, and you guys have literally, masculine and feminine energies, you've just been over here doing your meditation, doing your healing, maybe, just eating, spending your time in nature. Literally, you guys they've been watching you. And what can they find? That everything that you said, you did. Right? That you're not over emotional, that only if people are antagonizing you. Like, you guys are very calm. You guys are very sturdy. You guys are really about, you're not, what do you call it? You're not ostentatious. You're not like, you guys, it's like, you guys have this very, fair, it's like you don't ask for much, you don't take much, you're not into really, maybe you guys haven't been given gifts or received. You guys have always been taking care of other people, and it's like finally what's going to happen for masculine and collective is like now you guys are finally, the scales have been balanced, and not only are you receiving this gift, right, this divine gift, this could have been left by a mother, grandmother, somebody, great grandmother, auntie, something like this, right? And it's like you guys are finally like, wait, we both get to receive? Wait, we both get to receive? You mean one person doesn't get to receive because someone else just has to give and give and give? And it's like, no. Someone else has already given. Like, you guys have already given enough. You guys have done all of the work. They've been watching you. They've been watching you. You guys are writing so much. They've been watching you, though. You're so right about that. Glad you guys are resonating. It's not just the people, it's the devil inside the people's mind playing with their thoughts, converting them to evil. Well, here's the thing. Where they enter is in these people's lack of devotion, and whether that's devotion to the Most High or devotion to their own journey, to meeting their own shadows, to meeting their own light and shining their own light. It's their lack. It's like where we've let addictions or things like this become like, now they have an open vessel. They're always looking for someone that left the keys in the car with the door open or the window down. Do you know, it's like Do you blame, what did I heard this like this saying, and it was like, do you blame a thief? Do you blame a thief for walking into your house and stealing something when you left the gate and the door wide open? Or do you blame yourself? Well, yeah, of course, we shouldn't have to worry about other people doing these things, but at the same time, you didn't really create any prevention from it happening. You literally were like, you know what? I trust you. I know if you take my car, you're just going to take it for a spin and bring it right back, right? You're only a thief. Like if you don't let thieves or murderers or rapists or molesters or whatever into your house normally, why are you letting the same type of energy into your energetic field? And that is the reality, is some people don't realize by who they choose to associate with and what they choose to entertain, even down to our own entertainment that we watch, that we absorb, all plays a part. So it's not about, the thing is it's not like the devil isn't possessing people. People are allowing themselves to be taken over. It's by their choices or by their lack of making better choices, by allowing these lower vibrational frequencies, energies, and entities to fucking hop on board. And that's why people are like, oh, well, you have to forgive and you need to this and you need, like, it's a grudge. No, it's not a grudge. So I tune into higher divine energies and entities, right? Higher levels, much higher densities than we can even conceptualize. And the way that they show it to me, the way that they've explained it to me, is there is a lot of people that will have to die. There is a lot of things that are going to have to be, it's like the parasite must be eradicated. So if all of these people are raping, rapers, molesters, blah, 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 they are the virus. They are what needs to be eradicated. Thieves, murderers, fakes, frauds, cons, especially the kind that lick their moms. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, they need to be eradicated. If you had a cancer in your body or a parasite in your body, you would have to what? What do you do to eradicate it? You kill it off. Right? You starve it, you kill it off, and you eliminate the thing that can take down the whole thing. It's like weakest link theory, like in real time, the micro and the macro. Like, do we want to hurt people? No. But if these people are just hurting people and that's all they do, then they're not people. I'm sorry, but anybody that has a half a heart or a half a sense of humanity isn't going to watch someone else kill somebody else or rape somebody else or murder somebody else or steal from somebody else or somebody else fucking starve. Like, it's just not possible. It's not possible. You have to be you have to have some type of psychopathy, right? That's literally what narcissism is, right? The vampiric beings here, Machiavellianism and psychopathy. It's like, I will willingly hurt you in order to elevate myself, right? That's Machiavellianism. Narcissist is like, well, I'm going to tell you what you want to hear to get what I want. Machiavellianism is like, I don't mind to hurt you to get what I want. Psychopathy is, I enjoy hurting you to get what I want, and I have zero remorse. And they don't have to be interpersonal relationships. They can be bosses, they can be governments, they can be a lot of things. Okay? These people, these corrupt people, they got caught. They thought that they were good at doing magic tricks. Well, someone else pulled a fucking a rabbit with a gun out of the bun, like boom, boom, boom. And these people that thought that they thought that they were so strong, they thought that they were above it, they thought that they had ties into the government, into the courts, in with all these people, and they may have, but the only thing that they got ties for now is being tied up. They're over here, weak little bitches. They are crying. Okay, many of them literally can be locked up. They can be going hung up to dry, and they're out here. They cannot stop. They're like, literally, all they can think about is, why didn't I listen to collective? You guys told them. You see, for many of you guys, you literally said something was going to be like this, and they try to put it all back on you. They try to put this all back on masculine or feminine collective and say, whether it was to one or whether it was to the other, saying that they said this or they did that, or they said this or they did that, and they're bad people, when really it was all these other people. It was like they're all being watched. Yeah, they're going nowhere fast. It's Queen of Wands in reverse. These people that were holding on to money and holding on to stuff that didn't belong to them, that were preventing this from moving forward. Yeah. They're gonna need to get a judge. Their judges, their corrupt cops or lawyers or judges or whoever they thought was going to defend them backed out. They're now not in their corner. They're now not defending them. For many of them, their family isn't even defending them. For many of them, they could have worked with your family. This could have been your family working with an ex or somebody else, some other official, something like this. And now they're deciding they're not going to defend this. They're not going to defend this family. They're not going to defend this person. All the lies, all of this, the information is coming to light about what they did, about how they were withholding this, about how they took this from you, and how they lied and how they tried to make you seem like this. They worked again with this sister, mother figure, sister, aunt, mother figure. Could be all feminine energy. That has been blocking the security. They've been preventing your ship from coming in by keeping you in this abandoned, by trying to keep this abandoned wound open. So you guys are in this abandoned or this depressed state, so you don't want to come back into love, because what they're trying to do is they're trying to prevent this union from coming into play, because they don't want collective to step into this Empress mode. You guys could be some type of royalty, or you could have been offered. Let's say you got offered. Let's say what they took from you is like you got offered, like maybe you have royal blood. Maybe you got offered to be a royal advisor because you're a high level psychic or something like this. Maybe you got some royal person that says, I want to marry you. But what I pick up on is they are trying to block your guys' union. They're trying to block something that you guys are supposed to create together. Many of you guys are meant to birth children together, and they are trying to waste time and block this from coming into play. They've been doing, for many of you guys, since you were small, or that it's been going on and on, maybe through generation and generation and generation, they've been doing some type of womb magic. Yeah. They've been trying to block, they've been doing womb magic. They've been doing this since, maybe they know this since before you were born. This has been going on since before your mother, maybe your grandmother, your great-grandmother. Like, this has been going on for a while. Okay? Or this could be some type of magic that you guys possess. Okay? You guys could have this higher level ability that they wanted, that was passed on to you, and they're trying to block it. And they've been creating, there's been some type of womb magic. This is 3 female figures that were close to you that were coming up against you. Okay? Third parties. Okay? Mother, aunt, sister, cousin, best friends. I mean, these are 3 prominent feminine figures, and they sent in these so it's like, let's say, for instance, let's say you were in a relationship. Let's say, it's like they sent somebody in to give you some type of disease. They sent somebody in to make you look like a whore. They sent somebody in to get you to get you to cheat on your partner or do something like this, to cause some type of disruption to prevent you from being able to get this wish, or being of sound or just mind from being able to receive all of this that was yours. This fortune. They literally paid these people, and they may literally, okay, so they're over here, they're over here with this person that wants to be with you, right? This person is like, I want to be with collective, I'm going to marry them, blah, 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 blah. They're over here with this person, but at the same time, they paid this Jezebel spirit, they paid this fucking gigolo, this male whore, right, to come in to try to distract you with love, or to try to give you something, or to try to get you to try to get some type of thing caught up, or to try to prevent you. Yeah, they did this. Now, everybody's going to know their story is different, but again, what I was talking about yesterday is like some fucking tweaker ass mentality, right? Where they steal your shit, where they're just like, oh my God, let me help you, you know? And what this is it's like the family, okay? The family of divine masculine or divine feminine. The family and friends of divine masculine and divine feminine basically paid. They basically have been, oh, we're best friends. Yeah, we really want you guys to get together. Oh, we're going to support you. And it's like the whole time they're planning maybe like your honeymoon. They're planning the wedding. They may be helping to build the house and to do all of these things. Like they're the best fucking most outstanding family, all of this shit, right? When in the side, they're paying these whores, these hookers, these people to come in, these to come in and create this relationship, to create these problems, to drug, to poison, to fuck, to give some type of something, just to try to cause something between you guys, to try to make you guys each say, fuck this other person, I'm out of here. They want you to make that final judgment call and say, I'm out of here. They don't want you to go towards your dream. They want you to, they want to keep you in this well, they wanted to have this Jezebel spirit attached to you, some type of succubus or incubus. That's how they have been like sucking your life force energy for an extended amount of time, using all these handlers and stuff like this. They wanted to do it because that's how they've been running this womb magic. But you weren't having it. You guys literally were like, fuck this shit. You're like, I'm out. I'll be chilling. I'll create everything on my own. You guys are like manifestors, generator, whatever. You guys are really powerful manifestors. You're like, I don't give a fuck. I will call in some new ships. You know that all these people are lying to you, all these third parties, all these people that were supposedly your family, your friend. You know that they're lying. Like their lies go so fucking deep. And they try to create all these fucking towers for you, and all these towers are happening for them. They're held up. They're not getting their wish fulfillment, and they're sitting here with their thumbs up their ass looking like a fool because they didn't realize that you guys were actually this higher level divine being. They couldn't believe it, or they knew it and they just wanted to install the fear or the disbelief in you, collective, in divine feminine and divine masculine, that you guys weren't powerful enough. You guys are powerful enough. Literally, you guys are coming in as the Empress and the High Priestess energy, followed by Justice with the King of Cups and the Ten of Cups and the Ultimate Balance, the Two of Coins. Yeah, you guys are, this is coming in due to your actions. Yeah. Due to your actions, due to your passions, due to your will. But also, there's somebody that is like some type of righteous official. And again, this can be your angels, your guides, something like this, that are basically coming in and putting the right people in the right places, in the right situations as far as the legalities are concerned, as far as justice is concerned, so the decisions get made correctly. There may be a decision that you need to make, or they may be asking you to come in and testify or something like this. What I was picking up on earlier is that basically like all of the time that you've missed, that they've been wasting your time, that they've been blocking your job, that they've been blocking your messages, that they've been blocking your money you haven't had, your friends, your work, your relationships, your anything, right? They want you to make a decision, because these people are going to have to pay you, not for only what they took times 10 times 100, but they're also going to have to pay you for your pain, your suffering, your bills, your rent, your whatever, all of it, because they have literally kept you stuck in a state of inconvenience, and you're the one that gets to actually make the final decision on this. And now they're feeling real fucking dumb. Real fucking dumb. So tell us exactly, yeah, they're not getting, they ain't getting checks. You guys have already made your decision. You're like, nah, you get the same kindness which you showed me. Don't worry. Don't worry. The same, it's literally like the end of that Cinderella movie. You know that, what's it called? Ever After. And she's like, oh, well, all I wish for them is the same courtesy that they've shown me all of these years. That's the kind of defense you're going to get. They're going to get. It's not looking good for them. So tell us, what is this messages? You may be receiving some type of message from somebody that you used to work with or work for. What is this? What is this messages? And this Eight of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles. Oh, this may be message. This may be some type of message in regards to your work. Somebody that wants to work with you. Someone that's seen your work, that's seen your devotion, okay? This can also be someone that wants to support your work. Something like this, okay? They see you. They see you. This is somebody, okay. So again, this is like the divine masculine and the divine feminine coming into this union, okay? This is someone that has done their work, okay? This masculine energy, maybe they started off in a novice state, and they've learned a lot, okay? They've done a lot of work, they've learned a lot, now they have something to offer, okay? They see you, and they will see you, and they will meet you for who and what you are, and you guys will have this beautiful union. Now, for some of you guys, this message that was blocked, okay, this person keeps trying to potentially offer you a job or a work or something like this. This could have been someone that you once worked for. What is this? Someone that you once worked for that has just fallen in love with you. You guys fell in love with each other or something like this. What is this? What is this? Eight of Pentacles. Oh, this is someone, yeah, they try to send you a message. They wanted to work with you. They wanted to offer you, they offered you some type of deal. They wanted to create something with you. Or they wanted to express their love. They worked really, really hard to give you this offering, and someone didn't give it to you. Someone never gave it to you. And they are under the impression that they were told by these people that you didn't love them, that you never loved them, not even that they broke your heart, that you were heartless, that you had no love for them. And it left this person in this state of depression. I'm picking up strong, like this masculine energy, like they worked really hard to do something. Maybe to take you on a trip, maybe to go around the world, maybe they came around the world, maybe to prove that you're the world, to do something. Literally, they could have planned a whole trip to take you around the world, and these people said that you denied it. They blocked this message. They gave it to somebody else. They created a whole fight. Or they said that you were going to fight, that you wanted to fight them, that you didn't even want to fight them. It caused this big fucking fight. They were choosing to fight for you, and then at the end, it's like everybody laughed at them, saying, "Oh, well, where are they now? They left you sitting there." And all these people are like, "Ah ha 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 ha. This is a cold-hearted cunt," but really, this is divine feminine. This is divine feminine. Divine feminine never received the message. So the only reason that something ended, this could also be a message of someone passing away. They could ask them to come somewhere. They may have had to go somewhere because someone that was close to them passed away. Maybe a mother, maybe a sister, maybe, I don't really know, something like this. If not, somebody is going to be passing away because they blocked this union from coming into play. Tell us about this death. Yep. They were doing bad magic. They were trying to do that death magic. They were hoping to take out collective to one or the other. For some of them, they could have said that collective basically offed themselves. Yeah, for some of them, they said they basically are saying that collective made the decision to take their own life, that they would rather take their own life than to be with this person. Really? Yeah, and these people are literally, well, for one, this masculine got really defensive because they don't believe it, because they can feel the love. And they feel like these people are trying to play them like a fool. So masculine is still out here defending this love. Because they know, yeah. Queen of Swords, King of Swords. It's like they know. They know this love. They know that regardless of what all these other people say, they know what they feel. They don't feel this state of abandonment. That's what everybody else told them. But in their heart, they don't feel that. They feel this state of fullness. It's like, so for instance, right? It's like when you're like, what's going on? Can we meet? Whatever, blah, 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 right? You send a message or a letter or something like this and they block it, right? But it's like, actually that person didn't block it. Someone else blocked it on their phone, or they were blocking messages and stuff like this in between. And so actually it was never received. It never even got there. It was never received. But it was shown to the other person that it was blocked, or that they didn't want to receive it, or made them feel like it was being blocked. But collective, divine masculine, divine feminine knows better than that. You guys know better than that. You guys can feel something more than that. It's like you guys know that if this other person actually had the audacity to say, fuck you, you fucking fuck, that they would have done it to your face. You know, like they wouldn't have done it behind your back. They would have fucking been like, I ain't trying to be with you. Don't flatter yourself. Like, I don't think that they would have, I don't know. I'm just strongly picking up on this. Yeah. This King of Wands, again, strong fire sign energy, doesn't have to be masculine, can also be feminine, but I picked up when there was a couple that was working together. Yeah, they blocked this from coming in. They blocked this person from coming in. They blocked this information from coming in. They blocked anything from moving forward, and they are under judgment now. Okay, because what's going on is, what they didn't realize is, while they were blocking that, all that messaging, and they were over here watching, Yeah, these people are obsessed. These people are like they probably wank it off to you. Like they're checking all of your your pictures, your messages, other things like this. Like these people are doing some nasty. Um, so what's going on is what they didn't realize is they were watching your shit, right? As they were doing weird, creepy stuff, watching collective stuff. There was a private investigator, someone that's over here that's been on this case for quite some time, that's been secretly watching them watch you. What is that song? Sweet Caroline, like watching them, watching you, something like this. Bum, bum, bum. Yeah. Oh, yeah. They've been watching it for a while because so basically what I'm picking up on is these fucking hater ass karmics, they're blocking all the messages and then they're creating fake messages and then they're trying to make it look like collective is trying to solicit themselves or their bodies or do some type of illegal behavior or activity, maybe sell stuff or themselves or substance, I don't know, whatever. They're trying to make it look like that. And in the process, what happened is they actually had some type of higher level investigation, look deeper in, but when they did, they actually started looking into their shit, not collective shit, because they're like, wow, why do these people keep, you know, it's like every time they go and look at collectives over here, like they're not drinking, they ain't smoking, they ain't around people, they're not doing anything, they don't see anybody, they don't talk, like they're not the what, literally they're not even seeing anybody anything. And so they started investigating. They basically reverted and they started investigating. They started seeing all these messages that these other people were sending and all of the corresponding people and the corresponding people and the corresponding people. And then they started following them and seeing where they go and who's doing this and who's doing that. And so basically what happened is collective like predicted this. They said, this is what's going to go down. Either you can listen to me and you can be on my team and I'll help you out or not. And these people said, fuck you, collective, and collectives over here on their victory lap. Laugh now, cry later. And you guys are laughing all the way. For many of you guys, you're going to be laughing all the way to the bank because these people are going to have to pay you a lot. A lot. A German collective, I don't know. Predators, okay. Sorry, I'm going to try to read what you guys are saying now. I just transmute the energy. I don't have to forgive. I just say any hate and any heinous anything returns to me in the form of abundance. This is spiritual bypassing. This is what we're going to talk about tomorrow because it's a fine line where people actually don't understand. And not everybody deserves forgiving. Not everybody deserves forgiving. You can forgive yourself. You can forgive people that deserve to be forgiven, but not everybody deserve, like even in the fucking even in every religion, people have to repent to receive the forgiveness. If we are made in the image of God, then people that fuck us over need to repent and ask for our forgiveness. I am God, you are God. Praying to a man when first of all the goddess is source creation. On your knees, please. Start begging because that's real. You keep hearing this from your friends and your guidance. Yeah. So again, if you're seeing or hearing something that sounds, it's, you're not alone, right? I don't know what, 47 years. Okay. Oh, maybe it's been going on that long for you. That's a long time. Yep, it's been about 30 years. Fuck. Yeah, you guys, that's what I'm saying, right? Is it's been like a lot, like a lot. It's been decades. It's been decades. Um, I cannot do personal questions. You guys can participate in the $5 reading raffle. This is the best way when I get 25 people to participate. It's $5 or €5 to participate. You got to follow the steps. There's a link. There should be a link to the video. It's like a 10-minute video that tells you how to do it. It's the best way to do it because otherwise it's $222 for 35 minutes with me, or $360 for 55 minutes. So the best way is to try your luck for the 5 on it. If you have a question like one of these, I will answer it in the live if you contribute to the 5 on it. But it's pretty good. I'm giving away 5 25-minute sessions with me, $5, and once 25 people have participated, so it's you got a pretty good chance for $5. And if not, I still answer not a it can be a more personal question, but I would assume if you really want a private reading that you save that question. But anybody else that actually does, I do answer the questions when you put them with the 5 in the PayPal. I do answer them in the lives. Yeah, they couldn't red rum you. Yeah, this is a reality. And this is what's been going on. And a lot of us that are these higher level beings are and have been experiencing it, right? And we've been kind of it's like when I go back and I think of like my interactions, my social interactions with people, I think that people probably thought like I was dumb or quiet or docile, or maybe I was just like too lit all the time and just like wasn't intelligent. And it's like, no, actually, I just like nobody has anything good to say. I can see, I can hear and feel and see your inner dialogue and thoughts, and like most people's shit is like low grade, so excuse me while I want to disassociate and just like enjoy the music and the beautiful art that's around, and not the small-minded bullshit, you know. But yeah, a lot of people, we could be hidden in plain sight because people underestimated us. People didn't really understand who we are, what we're doing, and it was meant to be like that. And basically, the way that they've shown me is the reason why a lot of these families, these friends, these lovers, these partners, these people that we've known for extended amount of time had to be removed is because with this abundance that's coming in, because it's not just a physical, for many of you guys, it's a physical will or inheritance, but also for many of us, it's a deeper spiritual inheritance. Like this is a higher level skills, higher spiritual intelligence, to where you will be protected and taken care of. You will have some type of calling or some type of job that supersedes a lot of things, that is going to open up a lot of doorways for you. But it took this ability, it took this need to want to be able to be like, okay, I'm cool to walk away from it. You know, it's almost like that what I was talking about yesterday is like the Men in Black, right? And I was thinking about it today when I was brushing my teeth randomly. And basically, like, that was the whole thing, is he was just like, you know, well, we test you and you got to be good like this, and you got to be able to see that, and you got to be able to blah, 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 blah. But you also, you know, you got to be cool with like, you don't get to see your family, right? Like you're an alien, or you're going to be doing this stuff. Like you can't just be, we can't have you like on normal communication level, you know, like you're about to be, I don't know how to explain it, but that's like the best way I can say is it's like we had to kind of like remove all of these other things in order for all these new, and it's not like you're going to just be like sucked away by some aliens. I don't know, maybe we're going to level up. Maybe some of us are going to be like I picked it up like direct representatives, right? Many spokespeople and direct representatives, as like all this new energy is coming in and the planet is waking up. There may be a lot of us that are like representatives from different, not just our ancestors here, but from different planets and galaxies and, you know, intergalactic species. I think we'll be kind of coming around the bend, and they're here ready to like for us to call on to assist us. So You know, it's really, really interesting. Why hide, Mud says. It's not about hiding. Like, that's what my friends like, oh, my friend's like evidence she's hiding. I'm just like, if I was hiding, I wouldn't. If I was fucking totally hiding, I don't think I would be going live every day. You know what I'm saying? Like, what? But no, I didn't. I'm not hiding. I removed myself and people don't know where I am. There's a difference of not informing people that I don't feel like deserve to have access to that information because they've proven to not be safe. And every time I've shared information when they've asked me in the past, then people and bullshit fucking start showing up and bothering me. And when I didn't, and when people don't know, you know, when I went to see one of my other friends, I was like, blah, 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 blah. And I moved to this other spot. And I was like, nobody knows. He's like, good, don't fucking tell me either. He was like, keep it that way, girl. Like, they've been on your ass for so long. Like, just fucking keep it that way. Like, better if people don't know. Not like stay hiding and scared, but the divine sometimes does this in a way to where they keep us hidden because otherwise before we got jumped in, right? Before we hit all of our higher level of learning or tapped in or had all of our light codes activated or whatever, right? We probably weren't strong enough. We probably weren't ready. We had to go through more trials and tribulations and we had to just do more in order to become stronger, in order to become like these super beings, essentially, right? Vitamins can be very essential. Vitamin C, vitamin B, vitamin D, and I don't mean the D, I mean like the sunshine, like especially the morning sun. But yeah, because a lot of these people would have been fighting or attacking or hurting us. That's why the divine, I think, has been hiding a lot of us. We've been hidden in plain sight because it's just about like the wake up, right? Not everybody was awakening up at the same time. We had different, your own mother and your sister. Yeah, we had different times that we're all having these mass awakenings. For me, yeah, it's my brother's fucking psycho black magic whore, black magic widow. And yeah, I think my mother paying my ex, and yeah, they're having some tower moments, right? Because they all just be tapping into shit that didn't belong to them, thinking that you would never know. Yeah, the daughter in law, this is the same shit, right? She thought that she could be, and like my mother is so, or maybe she's not even my real mother. I just really pick up on this so much. The Machiavellianism, right? This narcissistic Machiavellianism where it's like literally like there's so much jealousy and so much envy that they'll literally put somebody else in your position to try to make you jealous of them, and you're just like, what? But really, I just realized that they're just trying to put them, you know, they're just trying to put them in those situations because they can take a payout. It's like, well, I'll give you this money if you do all of this and you make them and you cause all this reactive abuse, then I'll keep giving you the money. But the thing is like that they're having major tower moments, some major fucking tower moments, and they're gonna have to pay back everything from a long time. Literally, this can be decades that they spent money, that they wrote checks that their ass can't cash that never fucking belonged to them. Like, it's a lot. So now we have boundaries. Yeah, that's why we have boundaries, and that's why it's so hard for them to understand because they don't, because we've never we've never expressed them because we've always been like, oh, well, they're our friends or they're our family or they're our whatever. And it's like, well, I don't really want to fight because it's like, you don't want to stoop to their level. But now that shit's all coming back. I'm hearing this fucking, what's this called? Still Celine Dion. When you touch me like this and you hit me like that, it's all coming back to me now. I don't know why, because I know this is like a love song, but I'm just hearing that. It's all coming back to me. It's like it just keeps coming back and keeps coming. And it's like they may be like where they wanted to try, where they were like sending in their flying monkeys and trying to teach you like you were in the circus, where they were trying to act like you were a fool. Like you fucking played them. It's like you're like, what do you mean? What game? We're playing What do you mean? I didn't know we are playing checkers, and meanwhile, you didn't let them know, like, actually, it's a chessboard. They're the same. We all in two different games. While you thought I was dumb, I was fucking running you. Boom! Dead ass. Somebody is dead ass. Gonna be dead ass. It's just like, so anyways, what I keep seeing is like this carousel that keeps coming around, and it's like that shit just keeps coming. Like, let's say they're just like standing there, they're just like, they're stuck standing there, and every time the carousel goes around, it's like this little fucking kid from The Simpsons is like, ha ha, and it's just like, psh, like slaps them as it turns by, and it's like, ha ha, and it's just like every time it's just like something comes back, and it's just like coming around and around and around, and it's literally relentless. It's relentless. Where they wanted to send their flying monkeys to get, not you, not my monkeys, not my circus, not my problem. They wanted to put that on you. Now they're over here fucking like, please, please. They're like, please what, bro? Like, you called all this upon yourself. You called all these towers. You made these foolish decisions because you thought you could out fucking do something. You thought you could outrun the collector. You didn't. It's dumb because they already knew who you were, which is even worse. They knew. It's like these people know more about who you are and everything that was coming to you than you probably even did or have. And they still kept doing the most. The people that hurt collective actually represented that they work for God. Well, everybody has different roles to play. Okay? And just because something is divinely orchestrated, right? Doesn't mean they're not working for God. The thing is you have to get out of this monotheistic sense, right? Because the demons also work for God. Everybody's here on the same mission to help people learn their karmic lessons, right? And here's the thing, for people to like, oh, give forgiveness, give forgiveness, give forgiveness. Then what the fuck is karma, y'all? What the fuck is karma? Karma is basically saying that there is divine order that comes into play. So if you stab somebody in the eye, guess what? Your ass is probably gonna get stabbed in both your eyes when that shit comes back around the bend. So I just say, may you have the karma that you deserve. That's it. May you have the day and the karma and the life that you deserve. That's it. Not everything has to be like, oh, I forgive you for fucking me over for the 1000th fucking time. Even though you knew that you did it and you had zero fucking remorse. No, I don't forgive people for that shit. Like, and I don't forget that shit. But I ain't holding a grudge. I just simply say, may you have the life and the karma that you deserve in accordance with the bullshit that you did. I don't make it my life's work to go against them. Like, bro, like, no. That means that someone hasn't forgiven. That means that it's staying stored in the body. That means that there's deeper wounding that's happening. That's not what's happening here with me. That's not what's happening. Because I've made peace. I've sat with my demons. I'm comfortable with my crazy. It doesn't have to be like, woo! You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm comfortable with my own shit. I don't need. But even on my worst days, when people are relentlessly attacking and hurting and abusing and molesting and blah, 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 drugging and poisoning and fucking stealing and all of these things, like, I still didn't do anything like they did. Nor would you. Unless they put you in a situation where it came that you were so far backed in a corner that you had no other choice except for kill or be killed, then you wouldn't do it. So, does the perpetrator, does the op deserve forgiveness? No. They deserve the karma that comes with whatever they did. So may you have the karma that you deserve. I don't need to forgive you. I just give you that karma faster because clearly you didn't learn enough lessons to where you think it's okay to not act right. So, gotta understand, like in Greek mythology and other things like this, and in many cultures where we're not working with monotheism, there is different gods that rule different things, right? Like Hades was a god. He ruled the underworld. Do they work in accordance with the upper world? Like, yes, they make deals. They're like, all right, this is how it's going to work out. All right, well, this person is more bad than good, so this one's on you. And they're like, well, actually, they're supposed to be going to where you are. So do you want us to keep bringing them this way? Or do you want to try to sway them back? And they're just like, nah, that one's a goner. Like, take them. Problematic. They're a liability. So just send them. You better send them back to heaven. You better send them back to hell. You got to understand, like, not all angels are peaceful and holy. Archangel Michael is fucking war. He is gore. He is unforgiving. And he is the protector, the divine protector. So, if we're supposed to be creating boundaries to protect ourselves, but when God does it and the divine protectors do it, it's without remorse. It's based on energetic balance. So why the fuck would it be any different for us? Just something for you to sit with. Just a little something for you to marinate on. All you people are like, but you need to know. I need to let people know, may you have the life, the lessons, and the karma that you deserve based on the choices that you, with your own free will, choose to make. And I have nothing to do with it because all that shit is yours and all that shit's on you. Just like all of my shit is my fucking problem, your shit is your fucking problem. My problem, not my fucking problem. Bye-bye. So that's just a great way, as you just say, may you receive the day, the life, and the karma that you deserve. It's not a, it could be, it's a nice fuck you, but it's like, you know what? You're basically saying, I'm not going to forgive. I'm not going to forget. I'm just going to let go and let God. I'm going to say, you know what? I'm going to give this one to God. Like, we have nothing to discuss here. Excuse me, divine orchestration. Can you make sure that the karma and the day and the life that they deserve based on their choices they get? Great. Thank you. I'm on your team for you to get exactly what you deserve. The same as I'm on my team that I get exactly what I deserve. And you know what? I don't need to give any more forgiveness for people who didn't have any fucking remorse to begin with. That's for sure. That's a waste of my precious energy and resources, which I don't have any extra availability because unfortunately I've already given it too much to these people too many times that they've had their fill. So now, bye-bye. Bye-bye. So everyone dies and management must reset this whole thing. That's basically what's going to go on. That's basically what's going to happen. Either we rinse out people or we all get rinsed out. Either we eradicate the parasitic people and situations in nature, or nature eradicates us. The planet will stay alive. Just we're the virus right now. So either we eradicate the virusy viruses, the parasitic, life-sucking ones by nature, or nature eradicates all of us. Those are our choices. That's where we're at. That's where we're at. So you know, whatever. I'm just, don't shoot the messenger. I'm just the messenger. But that's where we're at. That's where we've been at. That's what I've been channeling for years now, but strongly, at least for the past year. Yeah, when they came out, they're just like, listen, either feminine is going to be reseated in her position, which means Mother Earth, Mother Nature, Mother Ocean, Moon, and female, feminine, divine feminine, as being the goddess divine, as being the creation source itself. And either we start worshiping and honoring and respecting and understanding that everything comes from feminine, or Mother Nature, by the nature of feminine rage, eradicates everything. We're already in the fifth mass extinction. Like, how do you need a more signier sign? Who needs a more signier sign than that? We got to save the planet. No, the planet will save itself by eradicating us. We've had warnings. More than enough. So, either women are going in position, and all of these nasty pedophilic rape academy motherfucker vampiric in nature Machiavellian motherfuckers either get eradicated and there is actual fucking punishment that happens, or we're all punished, guilty by association, because we're not eradicating the virus or the cancer. If you have cancer in your body, before it metastasizes and before it spreads, do you start to take it out? And when it starts spreading and you're like, oh my God, it's now spreading, do you let it keep spreading? Or do you eradicate it before it takes the whole host out? That's where we're at. That's the macro and the micro. That's where we're at. So either we figure out how to put feminine back where she belongs, and that's by allowing this union to come into play, or we're completely eradicated. And these people don't particularly seem to care because they're happy to start another cycle without this coming into play. They want this opportunity to be missed. That is their whole thing. They mess with the wrong one. Leave it to your Lord. Well, no God is going to lord over. That is a third density word that was written in the Bible by patriarchy. Jesus is not Lord. Lord does not lord over. Lord means to own cattle, livestock, or land. So God doesn't own us. We are source creation experiencing itself in sovereignty. And this word, lording, look it up. Look up the etymology of it. It's the exact opposite of what the divine is actually wanting for us to be. We are not in servitude to some fucking man in the sky. Mother Nature, source creation. You come from nature. Your mother ate food in order to birth you from nature. The mother birthed, the mother grew you. The mother created you into a man or a woman. Then you came from a mother. Then in order to create more life, you have to eat more things that are alive from nature. Get real. God is a woman. Patriarchy made it into a man. And so unless people start to wake up to this, we're all going to be eradicated. Just FYI, or at least all the people that still keep worshiping a man instead of creation herself. It's a choice. It's a choice. So, group of 6-pack. Where did I find out the information? In the information box below. Your cousin and your ex-wife, yeah. They sent them in. All right. Yeah. Related. Thank you. Oh, you can see them when you close your eyes. Yeah. You guys will notice I close my eyes a lot because I get a lot of imagery. Um, Before I used to see all of these spirits and stuff like this very, very clearly, you know, like the kid from Sixth Sense. Um, but now I receive more imagery and sounds and yeah, so many times you will see me closing my eyes. So now what? Yes, you can seek to God for forgiveness. They all fake it and they all mess up. Yes. You can pray to God for forgiveness. Say, God, please allow me to experience forgiveness, to have forgiveness for my enemies, whatever. You can say that 100%, but the people that were actually perpetrating with actual whatever, like, you can, you know, I don't know, because it's just like what the guides keep saying, what the archangels keep saying is like, no. The grace, which is very interesting because I thought grace is for anybody that wants, yeah, that anybody that wants to seek it. These people weren't seeking grace. These people aren't seeking grace. They're they're assuming their entitlement to receive it by being born as a physical entity. But when they're letting all of these darker demonic entities kind of operate, you know, you can't meet love in the depths of the shadow, like, unless it's just for yourself within yourself. You know, you can't be like on this higher vibrational thing and expect somebody that's in this low vibrational thing to be able to meet you or to be able to understand you. It just doesn't work. It's just, that's just logic. You've been completely isolated. Yeah. I've been not completely isolated, but I did remove myself. Um, and yeah, I just pray. I just pray like so many times a day. And, you know, I just make sure that I follow my guidance. And that's like what they want, is they basically want to kind of throw us off whatever our guidance is. And you guys just got to stay strong. For many of you guys, more information may come through some type of meditation, through some type of creation or something like this. Maybe you're dancing, maybe you're singing, maybe you're humming, maybe you're playing music or making art, maybe you're meditating or doing some type of maybe you swim or you surf. I don't know, you know. It's like I'm just seeing many people finding meditation in different ways. Um, Thank you guys for sharing your time and attention. Why do they not know how to work and they only know how to rob from people? So this is an interesting question. Dr. Robert. Okay, so the reason why is because once these souls have been overtaken by these demonic entities, okay, the soul is created in divine imagery, right? So it's divine experiencing itself, right? We're all just like fractals of God experiencing itself, divinity experiencing itself, right? So when these soulless demonic entities basically jump, right, when they hop in because people have addictions, whether it's sex or porn or video games or whatever, right? They have these addictions and they need it, and when they have that need and that must, they kind of hop in. And so when they hop in, now they become, this is like the zombie apocalypse, right? So they become kind of these soulless vessels. Their soul may be there, but it's like the soul is on ice, essentially, right? It's like it's like sedated, right? For some, if the soul isn't present in the body for long enough, they can kind of send it off. It can kind of get stuck in almost like a purgatory state. Now, the reason why they don't know how to work and they only rob people is they because they're not a soul, so they're not a creation, right? They're not an incarnation, they're a demonic, they're a lower vibrational entity. So they can only mimic, they can attempt to replicate, right? So that's why they steal, because they can only take something that already exists and copy it. That's why you see all the copycats and all this stuff, because they can only copy, they can only attempt to replicate, often duplicated, often imitated, never duplicated. So they cannot duplicate or perfectly replicate what you do, because you are a divine being, right? So when these people, narcissists, Machiavellianism, psychopathy, thieves, frauds, cons, crooks, these lower life frequency entity beings are operating, and so they're on the take. So they're like, oh, and they start doing weird stuff. They start selling their body for money, and they start doing really dark, really low things, because they can't create anything. So that's why I look at hookers, whores, prostitutes, things like this as just very low demonic, um, uh, demonically possessed beings, right? Because otherwise they would be able to create as an image of the divine, of God or divine, right? It's creation, it's source creation, it's love. So it wouldn't be doing something that was minimalizing our beautiful temple, our beautiful love for ourselves, our body, our imagery, right? Like God wouldn't be like, yeah, bend me over and fucking rape me. Like God wouldn't, what? Go for it because there's good money in it. Like what? No, no. God would simply be like, let's go to the lake and I'll teach you how to catch fish, and we're going to fill up an entire basket and feed everybody, and then sell the leftover for the orphans to have food next week. Right? Because there's an infinite. If you're a divine being, you understand that this universe is abundant, that we are creation itself, and we can create anything that we like. So the reason why people rob and steal and fake and blah 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 is because they cannot create, because they're demonic, because they've already been taken over. Like in that movie Terminator, when he was like calls, and she was like, "What's the dog's name?" And he's like, "The dog's name is whatever, Wolfie or whatever, or Max or whatever the fuck it was." And he was like, "Oh, why is Max barking?" He's like, "Oh, well, or why is Wolfie barking?" Right? He says the wrong name. She's like, "Wolfie's fine. When are you gonna be home?" And he's like, he hangs up the phone, right? Schwarzenegger hangs up the phone and is like, "Your parents are not your parents anymore. They've already been taken over." That's essentially what's going on right now. That, if you want me to be completely honest with you, that's essentially what's going on right now. Like these higher level beings and entities, aliens, angels, right? They're not all fucking love and light, but they are here on a divine mission to help us upgrade and get the fuck out of these lower things. And so sometimes these lower entities have to keep these people that are fucking causing these missed opportunities and the distractions, they have to keep pulling them down, because they've already made the choice to stay in the third density or below. And so now they have to just kind of keep them distracted, keep them feeding, right? Like vampiric, like a leech, they got to feed off of. And that's what they do, is they feed off of other people's talent, other people's energy, other people's money, other people's success, other people's coattails, they feed off of it, because it's like they're literally taking the lowest, cheapest, skeeziest route out, which means they have no talent, which to me means anybody who can't create something from nothing when this universe is abundant, right? Like I can go on a little walk and I can collect some fucking sticks and create a dream catcher. I can create some art. I can go and collect flowers and make some tea. Like there's infinite amount of stuff that can happen, right? Like I went and chopped down this whole fucking thing of bananas and made all this a banana ginger cacao bread. I would have showed it to you guys, but I ate that shit. It was so fire. But you understand, like it's a matter of, you can create anything from anything if you actually want to. But if you don't have the ability to create and you're just stealing and perpetrating, it's because You are being operated by a demonic entity and you want the easy way out. Because otherwise you would understand that the easiest way out is for you as creator, as image of God, as God reproduced. God creates, whether it's man or woman, whatever you believe, it's source creation itself. And you are a direct replica. So if these people have to steal, they are not divine. They are not of the light. It's a good way to be able to tell the difference. Ask people, what did you create this week? What are you creating? What are you working on? Yeah, for real. Um, yeah, well, people hack devices, people clone devices, people whatever. I'm glad you love the raw term. Yeah, bless their hearts. That's right. Stay blessed. You can send them blessings. You can send them love. Like, bless you. May you have the day and the life and the karma that you deserve. Bless. Love and light and blessings. Ciao for meow, right? Like, for 100%, right? Like, and that's the reality. But you don't have to say, when this person, every time you, like, let's say every time you let them come back and they fucking rob you and they bring people in and they fucking steal from you, and then you're just like, oh well, they were going through a hard time, or they were just on one, or they're getting better now. Like, that's you. You're a fool. The first time, my bad. The second time, you're bad. First time, my whatever. Like this. Like, when people show you who they are, stop making excuses. That is you putting yourself in their position, as what you would do if you were them in their position. Most of the time, what we think, oh, that person would never do that. No, you would never do that if you were them in their position. It's actually psychology. It's proven. It's actually scientific in nature. So most of the time when we say, oh, well, this person is a good they would do this, like, no. If they were a good person, nobody would need to say they're a good person. Unless people were literally smear campaigning somebody, nobody would need to stick up and say that they were a good person. Because when people go to investigate and start seeing, okay, when we're looking at this person acts like this and they say this and they do this, they'll be able to see if they're a good person. Nobody needs to justify. And if somebody comes up to you that's like, I'm a really good dude, like, as opposed to what everybody said, it, like, if people need to defend their character off the bat and people can't just, do you know what I'm saying? They're defending their ego. They're defending their bad behavior most of the time. And that's just a reality. Um, you know, cold-hearted snake boy. Um, yeah. Yeah, I mean, they are the ones that need to go away. They are the ones that need to go away. Hey, TK, I am doing great to you. Um, yeah, I mean, whatever. All these people do all this stuff. Oh yeah, good times never felt so good. Yeah, right, like this. Um, they've been investigated for 2 years. Yeah, so this is what I'm saying. And something else that I was picking up on, you guys, is also like some of these people. So for instance, right? It's like they've been looking for some. So what I was picking up on is like there was higher level intelligence agencies like that we don't even know about, right? And that's why I was saying like Men in Black or something like this, and it could be like Cosmic Council or Galactic Federation or something like that. Like it could be something higher that we're not normally tapped into or used to. But what I was picking up on is it's like almost like imagine that there was like some like these people were undercover. So imagine there's some people that were undercover trying to figure out some type of crime or something that's been going on for years, right? For years they've been trying to figure out where this head person is, or something like this, right? I've been picking up on this for a while. And just because I read this, I feel like they're telling me how to share it. And so, anyways, it's like this one person's been like on this fucking stakeout forever, right? For years, like trying to collect this information and do all this. And then something else happens, like collective, you come through. or there's some type of gang stalking, or there's someone else that's connected to someone else, or let's say something that you do and now you have like the police or the FBI, the CIA, or the whatever, right? Interpol, whatever. So now you have some higher agency that's now watching you due to whatever was going on around you. And now it's like the FBI, the CIA, the what is it called? The OS, whatever. Anyways, there's a whole bunch of them, right? And so now let's say it's like this, and they're like, well, you can't get in the middle. Like this is a sting operation. We've been doing it for this many years. We've been doing it for that. And it's basically like they've been trying to figure out like this missing link or this missing part or whatever. And it's like, let's say it's like there's multiple cases that were going on. And it's like collective, when you guys came through, what I was picking up on is like when they started seeing that these people, your family, your exes, these other people, they started seeing where everything was linked. It's like you were linking everything. You were the linking log. You were the fucking erector set. Like you were that piece that all of it could go, all the different directions. And it was like finally they could see where there wasn't like the link, where it was like the missing lead or whatever it was. It was like finally everything was leading back. Like you were like the source where all of the rivers were flowing from, or something like this, is basically how they were kind of showing it to me. So this is what's been going on, right? Is like, let's say these people have been doing this stuff for years, for decades, right? And then all this bullshit. And then there was some other, like some judge got caught up, or some fucking buddies that they paid them out that were cops, or that were a lawyer, whatever. Somebody got popped, and it was like a domino effect, right? And now when this next person came up, they can't pay out whoever these people are because they've been doing it for a long time. And now they're seeing where all of this is leading back and leading back and leading back and leading back. And now they're starting to see, because your family members or whoever linked to these other people to do this thing, they've now cracked all of these big cases together, and now they're all interlinked, and now it becomes this whole major organized crime syndicate, because it's going across multiple countries and states and cities and counties, and fuck, bro, it's huge. It's not this ain't some little thing anymore. This is big. This is big. This is out of this world big, to where there's galactic council that is coming in to participate in the spiritual fucking court and physical court sessions. These people, like the reprimanding that is going to happen from them trying to destiny swap is not looking good. So, but yeah, 2 years. So I feel like the same thing has been going on. I feel like whatever this thing was, this case, they've been investigating it, because it's like, it's almost like all these cold cases or something, like where they were like dead ends. It's like now they're all being reopened. Not all of them are being reopened, but certain things, like they're seeing that there's one link, and they're seeing, oh, this is what happened. Now they're going back and they're doing like the talks. They're looking at the tox report, and they're like, wait, this person didn't actually die from a car accident. Actually, they were fucking given the shit to give them a heart attack, or they were blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? This is kind of what's going on. And they're like, holy shit. Like you're like, this is going to be the biggest, like global, worldwide, like this is going to be bigger than the fucking internet. It's going to like shut down the internet potentially, because it's literally these large societies and everything is linked, and all of these people have been doing it as these minions to get into these cool kids clubs, or these whatever, these dark groups or whatever, which is like OSH or something. I don't really know. Like they're showing me all these different higher level associations. But anyways, yeah, it's been going on for a while, and then something happened with collective. It's like these people were trying to put false police reports or some type of false something on collective, and so what happened is it made them kind of cross check back on these people, even though they were using fake IPs or fake phone numbers or fake names or whatever. Like now they're actually investigating, like, wait, this isn't a real name, this isn't a real whatever. And now they're going back and they're seeing. And so now all of these people are basically getting investigated because they wanted to fucking throw a collective under the bus, right? So hard that that shit's coming back tenfold, 100-fold. So let's figure out what this is about. Let's figure out what this is about. This missed opportunity. No messages received. They blocked all your incoming messages. Hacked you. Sabotage your happiness. You know this. Yes. Fake messages and pause. Oh, yeah. 100%. They've been hiding a lot from us. Who is this? Christine. You are 100% right. The same thing happened. And actually, I noticed because one of my friends, like, because somebody sent something, I was like, this didn't come. Like, I know, like, when you've been talking to somebody for 10 or 15 years and you know how they speak, you're like, this isn't. So for a lot of them, not only did they do that, did they block it, but they also set up some type of like AI messenger thing. So for instance, if these people are messaging you, it's blocking the message from coming into you. It's like they clone. They're like in the firewall. They're like in between. So if you send a message out, they're checking it and they're deciding if it gets sent or what message gets sent to that person. So they may not be sending the actual message. You may be like, well, all right, I don't know. We'll meet next week. And it's like, fuck you. I don't want to see you. You know what I'm saying? It's like, this is the type of thing. They have some type of AI that's creating, right? Because you can program the AI to be like, this is the type of response that we want them to receive with this type of attitude and this type of whatever. And so that's basically what's happening, is they're blocking things that are coming in. But the thing is it's blocking potentially someone that had died, someone that had left a will, someone that this and that. And this is like losing opportunities and different things like this that we're given is something that can't be received back. So it's like these people are going to be, they're in debt. They're in debt. Now, someone did try to unalive themselves. There was also, again, there was some accident. Someone is going to be left like as a paraplegic. Someone is going to OD. Okay, someone may OD and die. Someone may OD and be revived and just be like in a fucking straitjacket or something like this. These people that are trying to off themselves, that did something bad to collective before they have fulfilled their karma. Like they're gonna be experiencing some stuff. And what they were showing me this morning, first thing this morning, it was kind of intense. Okay, yeah. All these lies and deceptions and all the shit that they put out again. This is coming out again. Happy Cancer season to all of Cancers. You guys may be feeling a lot of emotions. We're about to be in this retrograde, one of the strongest retrogrades that we are going to experience in a long fucking time. And we're full on in the sign of Cancer. So it's going to be an emotional one, guys. But the thing is for instance, when these people did all of this stuff and they cursed their bloodlines and all this stuff, they're like, well, whatever. This came through very strong this morning. They're like, yeah, whatever. Like, I don't have any kids, so it just stops with me and whatever. I can't pay back all this karma. No, actually what it does is it starts reverting the opposite direction. So if you have animals or children, if you have lovers, brothers, sisters, cousins, mothers, uncles, whatever, people that are close to you that you care about, they're going to start to die. They're going to start to get sick. They're going to have things that happen to them. It will start to revert backwards. If you don't have children, it will start to revert back to everything and everyone you love. So what is this missed opportunity? Okay. The moon could have something very strongly to do with it. Again, this is some type of group. You guys may have had some type of opportunity to be with a higher level society, maybe some type of secret society, something like this. You could have been offered some type of government job or position, something very high up where it was having to do with some type of higher level authority and secrecy. And these people were blocking this opportunity from coming to you, blocking everything. Yeah, blocking everything. This is, give me more clarification on this Four of Cups. The Four of Pentacles in reverse, yeah. Because they are collecting your, because they didn't want you, because if you got this position, If they didn't make you look crazy and you got this position, if you were calm and cool and collected and you can do this, then they couldn't collect anything. Then it's like, okay, so this is what happened. Okay, so this is what happened. For many of you guys, your powers or your abilities could be so vast that you have these secret societies, these government people, like a lot of people that are looking into you that maybe want you to work with them, work for them, work with them, to advise them, something like this. And here's what happened. So, for instance, if you go to get into like the FBI or the CIA or something like this, right? Like I had an ex that was like, "Oh, I gotta break up with you," like when we were fucking, I don't know, I don't know, 18, 20, something like this, because I want to be in the FBI one day, and you like to you like to smoke weed now. So I gave up smoking weed and doing all this stuff for like a year or two to be with this dude. And I was like, wait a second, I'm like abandoning my entire self. Like this is actually my medicine for my own thing, which now I actually realize it has been my medicine, and it's what prevented this. It's what's helped this whole tumor type thing that I have in my brain. It's what really put me back online, right? Is doing this treatment last year when I went back to California. And so anyways, it's like, so for instance, they go through a rigorous testing system, and not only do they test you, they see all of your relationships, your interpersonal relationships. They will go back to your family members, your friends, your boyfriends, your girlfriends, your whatever, people that you worked for, everybody. They'll go back to everybody and they'll start fucking questioning that, because they're trying to see your type of character. That's what I'm picking up on. And when they did this, these people lied. And they knew that they lied because they were already monitoring them. They're already monitoring them because they'd already been monitoring you. And they had been seeing that other people were monitoring you. It's like you put up a bunch of flags and they're like, what's going on? Like the whole world. You have people all around the world. Look at these. These are the guardians, okay? You have not only the guardians of the galaxy, right? Because it's going to be the universe, the world, okay? You could be a guardian. You could be like an overseer or a like supreme justice balancer, right? Like this. Like you're in charge of the changing of the guards, or you're in charge of like the final say or jurisdiction, some type of like overseer. Through the hidden realms. It's like what I was picking up on before, that the watchers were feminine in nature. The feminine energy is what comes back down, especially this year, between this year and next year. Feminine energy comes down to balance everything that's been in balance, that has been out of balance on this planet. So that's what's going down. When you see the world, she's never a dude, it's always a woman. And they're always guarding her. So for many of you guys, it's like, yeah, you have different organizations and different people all over the world. And when they saw that these other people were watching you, or they started watching your story, and they started sending maybe different lawyers, different things, you guys have a lot of support that you don't even know about. It's literally global. And these people are literally trying to keep it hidden from you, to block you from any of these opportunities that you have coming in. They could have done some fucked up shit to try to get you on government lists, or get you removed from government lists, or say all these other things. Yeah, something like this. You're on your victory path. Way to go. So many, and what's happening and happened, so much is going on. You're over it. Then get over it. Yes, thank you. You're very welcome. Dig the great music references. Hey, it's important, right, that we know that we're all fucking human. That's why I come on here live, so y'all know I'm human and not a computer or an AI, so people aren't copying me. If you guys see me being copied anywhere, please report people that talk shit and report people that are copying. This is my only channel. I do not do TikTok or anything else. I do have an Instagram with the same name, DivinityWithinThee. My other Instagrams are down low below in the information box if you guys want to see some of the other cool stuff, some of my art and other stuff that I do. Paula Abdul, good old Laker cheerleader. You know what's funny is I was picking up yesterday, was it yesterday or today, on that song. I think it was Paula Abdul, right? And she was like, I take 2 steps forward and 2 steps back. We get together because opposites attract. This is what's gonna happen when you come together with this person. At first you may think like, you may have felt for some reason that there was some type of friction or some type of opposition that was going on, but you will see you guys are actually have a lot more in common, or where one is like lacking, the other one is like, it will be a good balance. Now for some of you guys, you could have actual ops that stopped being your ops because they're just like, they fell in love. They fucked around and found out. They're just like, as they're watching, they're just like, damn, collective is badass. Like, how do you do it? How do you do it? You have to start to feel safe within yourself. Number one is the most important. Someone actually died. They're a fraud to tell you because they should have me, but God stepped in. Yeah, well, that's what happens is who 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 tried to do it to you, it will come back to them, right? Because that's the thing, is like, this is why we don't mess with dark magic and dark spells, right? This is 100% why I tell people all the time, don't do it, and don't go to someone else because I'm not going to tell it to you. Don't do it, because there is repercussions. Because when they say, okay, I'm going to do this death spell, they don't think anything of it. But the thing is it will start to come back. It will start to come back. It will come back, and it will take shit when you least expect it. We don't know how karma works. It could be compiling up, we don't know. And that's what I keep picking up in, is a lot of these people don't realize, like, some of the actions and things that are going on, some of the people that are getting sick or ending up in accidents or having weird things happen, they're just being like, wow, this is really weird. Many of them actually think collective is trying to put the spell work out, but actually you guys are just reflecting. You guys are just sending it back, is kind of um is kind of what it is. You got 5 on it. Yeah, that's what I did, bro. That's a 5 on it, bro. 5 on it. Oh, yours is 35 years plus. Yeah, me too. Me too. Douglas, 54. Donna, I don't know. Dee Dee, taste touch, thank you. Namaste. It's happening for many people all the time. And that's the thing, is like, um that's why I do these channels. It's because I realize that it's more of like, the collective is looking also, not trying to seek so much outside themselves, but we're looking for some type of reassurance. Like, am I going crazy? Because that's what they want you to think. Am I going crazy? Have I just isolated myself? Did I remove myself? No, you're doing it, and it's intentional, right? It's like, you can't bring this old trash energy and trash people and other shit that you used to be connected to. These people that were lying and going against you and would hide things from you and were willing to take things from you that was actually your divine right. It's like, they can't come forward with you. So, you have to just be okay with that. You have to be like, you know what? It is lonely, right? It can be lonely as you're doing the work, and when you see people aren't doing the work, like, but ignorance isn't always bliss. It's ignorance, and You know, like, do you want to be there? Like, this is the same thing I tell my cat when people are like, why do you make your cat do tricks and shit? And I'm just like, I make it her choice, right? Like, before we stayed with my friend, she was like, how come these other cats don't have to do anything and they just get their food and they just complain? And I'm just like, do you want to be a dumb, basic ass bitch kitty, or do you want to be a dope ass, cool trick kitty? Like, your choice. And then she'll like jump up and do like a double paw touch and like do the shit. And she's like, man, like, I want to be a dope, smart ass trick kitty. That's why. Like, do you want to be a basic bitch, or do you want to evolve? It's a choice. Like, it's free will. Free will, just like people have free will to fucking go ask for money or to go even beg for money on the street or fucking do anything other than sell their ass or steal from other people. But that's what they do because they're fucking lazy. Like, we don't have, like, we need doers. We need doers. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't need people that are willing to take or lie or cheat or steal or fraud or con or any, like, we don't need that. Like, I don't think that there's space for that type of energy in the new era, in the new world, in the new earth. Like, I'm not going to permit space for that type of behavior. In your utopian dream, do you have to worry about having fucking bars and locks on your windows and doors? Do you have to worry about if you leave your fucking key in your car or your bike outside? Like, should you worry about that? Because, like, where I see, right, how I see utopian things is it's like we can trust each other, our neighbors, and everybody is working on communal sense, right? When children need to be watched or people need to go somewhere, it's just like, cool, like, all right, like, they're part of the community. Don't worry. This is matriarchal energy. We're not going to be worried about being raped or molested or attacked or robbed or whatever, because it's not going to be a way that we're operating, because we're not going to allow, like, it's going to be out of the operating system. Just like when a computer gets a virus, what do? They have to wipe out, they have to reset the system. That's what we're doing on a micro and macro level. We just have to do it like this. Okay, so the collective. Is there only one collective? There's several different people in one collective. So there's different collectives, okay? For instance, there is the collective consciousness, right? And that is something that we're on a mass grid of, right? Like the 100 Monkeys theory, okay? There's just the collective consciousness, but there's also next levels of consciousness. So as we are each individually doing our work, we're hitting higher levels of consciousness, higher levels of understanding, of connectivity, which brings us to different phases, different collectives. So let's say, for instance, you have your group, you have your angels or whatever. Now we also have oversouls, okay? The oversouls, from what I can understand, are not just like your oversoul. They're kind of like they're overseeing maybe like the soul fam, right? You have soul fam, just like you have the soul mates. You also have soul family. You guys keep reincarnating and reincarnating. So what I can understand is the oversouls are kind of the ones that are like in charge. They're like the managerial of the soul fam, right? So they kind of put you in different places or in different situations or in different scenarios to help you learn your lessons or your karma or something like this. Okay, so you have your individual collective of your soul fam, right? Then there's also collectives like the Twin Flame Collective, okay? This is a whole, not everybody is part of it. Less than 1%. Less than 1% of the populace actually has a twin flame. It is a very, very tiny amount. People love to grab onto the story. But what you do have is you have soulmates. Many people have many soulmates. So for this collective of soulmates, twin flames, divine union, this is majority of the collective I'm speaking to today, because we're doing a love reading. But as far as when I say my collective, it's like the people that are tuned in or that come into my frequency. So there may be people that are here for, excuse me, a while and they really resonate, and then they may not resonate. I may hit a level of when we start talking about aliens, or when we start talking about God being feminine, right? They may not be able to open their mind. They may not be able to resonate. So it's also now another collective that is like, yes, this is where we're going. We're going towards this utopian. We're going towards this matriarchal. So everybody kind of finds, you know, there's different collectives. But as far as the collective consciousness, this is something that we're co-creating. We're collaboratively um, co-creating. So hopefully that helps you a little bit, Jeffrey. Um, aren't we all? Yeah, we're all part of the collective. We're outcast anyways, most of us. Um, yeah, right? Like, and this is a thing, right? Like, collective is something that we're collectively tapped into. Like, we know this frequency. It's like, we know that raping and pillaging and pedophilia is like not okay, right? Like, that's a base level. Like, some collectives, like lower frequency collectives, like the manosphere collective, like thinks it's okay and women should be subservient. That's a different collective, right? And they may all resonate together, but they're not going to resonate. Like, many of them come on here and troll, and that's why they just get blocked. And then it comes in the better people that have something better to say, that have good conversation, that have good questions, that help, you know, that help us, that help each other. So yeah, that's part of what it is. You are all, I am all in, one in all I am. That's good, hummingbird. That is a very good tactic. You are seriously thinking about doing that. You are you to move out and not tell your family. Yeah, I mean, sometimes that is the way, right? Sometimes when you give too much information, they will start to block it. This is something that I noticed actually something that I noticed with my family. You know, and somebody's like, but does your family listen to you? Like, my family watches my YouTube. Like, okay, sweetie, like, you know how many years I tried to call my family during holidays, and even with 10 to 25 of them sitting there, they couldn't make 2 minutes. They're like, you're always calling at an inconvenient time. You think that they're listening to what I have to say when they can't make 5 fucking minutes? I doubt it. They may be checking in. They may be letting stupid AI give them a synopsis of what I said at the end. But like, no, I don't think that they're listening, because they wouldn't even make time for me before. So maybe, unless they're being forced. Unless the fucking gods are forcing them. That would be funny, right? Like, the only thing they can watch on TV is me. The only thing they can listen to is me. That would be hilarious. But yeah, sometimes it's good. So what I noticed, to conclude that story, Anna, what I noticed is every time I told this mother figure, or one of my cousins or something like this, right? Oh, I'm going to do this and this thing is coming. And I would be excited because I want them to be excited for me. Then the next thing you know, it wouldn't happen. It would be ruined. And it was systemically, like over and over and over again. So many times it doesn't help us. Like, do not inform these people what you're doing. It's not necessarily about lying or hiding. It's about, you need to remove yourself to put yourself in a good situation. And if you're constantly surrounded by this negativity that doesn't want you to evolve, then you're staying in a lower frequency. You're literally disrupting. So for instance, I remove myself, and people are like, oh, but you're not part of the community. It's like, bro, the community that was smearing me, the community that's still like, that didn't want to let my ex like get clean and have a new life for himself, the ones that wanted him to run around like a little bitch and keep getting fucked up and do dumb things to try to fucking get money to piss me off. And instead they just ruined not only his life, but everybody else's that was interconnected, because now they're an organized crime syndicate and they're all fucking going down, and they all fucking owe me a lot, like a fucking lot, like more than they will ever be able to fucking fork over. So they're going to start losing vehicles and businesses and fucking houses and all kinds of shit. And they're still going to be in debt working for me like my fucking bitches. If I let them live. If I feel like they're useful enough to me to do a goddamn job, which they haven't proven to be able to do anything other than lie and cheat and steal and scoundrel. But you know, you never know. You never know. That's the only type of second chances is now you're my fucking bitch. That's the only kind of second chance that's coming over here. Otherwise, it's a double tap to the fucking head and you done. Your choice. And I really do say that as a joke, but also I'm kind of not joking. In Indonesia, it's still kind of like wild, wild southeast to where they still have death penalty out here. Firing squad, bitch. That's real shit. For doing weird stuff like this, right? Like they ain't playing. They ain't playing on that shit. Like you can't be a hooker or a whore out here. That ain't the place. So if you did that and you were pretending that someone else was doing it and you fucking threw them under and you deprivation the character and all this crazy shit when they were someone real important and you can't come back from that because you spread that like your butt cheeks for the whole world to see, well then, shit is about to hit the fan. And if it didn't already, you're gonna smell that stank because it ain't going anywhere anytime soon. So anyways, I gotta pick up this phone. It's too far for me to see all the way over there, you guys. I gotta look closer. So anyways, yeah, so what I did is, because I knew all of this stuff, I just kind of removed myself and said, you know what, I'm not going to go around people. I'm not going to talk to people. I'm not going to do this because I'm not having anybody connected to having conversations or phone calls with me. I'm not having anybody connected because they're coming over to my place or I'm going over to do you know, understand? I let everybody else, it's what my grandfather always taught me is you always give somebody just enough rope to hang themselves with. What they choose to do with it, if they choose to climb out, or they choose to wring themselves up by their neck is their choice. That is their free will. And when they show you who they are and what choice they'll make, believe them the first time because it doesn't change down the line. They are innately who they are from the first time they show you. Believe them. So, the reading of my comments, yeah, I'm on delay. Sorry, you guys. I don't know if I can read all of these. Hermit mode activated, refreshing, liberating. Yeah, and that's what you got to do is just get super high frequency, right? All these people, you are Job. I am Job. I love this. Robin Williams, I was having a good crack up about him today too. Yes, I am talking biblical in nature. Maybe you came into the wrong. Oh, you're talking to someone in the. Okay, sorry, Divine Earth Angel. You're talking to this person. So yeah, there is so there is a lot of AIs in the fucking chats that just keep doing the same thing. That's for sure because they're always saying the same stuff. I was having a good laugh about this last night too because they were saying something about me looking like a man or something. I'm just thinking, well, if a man is telling me that I look like a man, then either he's insulted by the fact that my masculinity as a divine feminine is stronger than his as a dude that has a dick between his legs. Right? Either you're emasculated in your masculinity or you're too effeminate to where like why? You know? Why are you watching? Why are you out here? What you out here looking for? Because what you ask, you get what you wish for. So if you're seeking something like that, then like, yeah, what that tells me is someone is lacking that capacity For men who think women look like men, they do not hold enough masculine capacity within them. For men that are way more effeminate, they do not also hold enough masculine capacity within them. And this is why the feminine needs to be back in order and everything needs to go back to matriarchy, because she's basically being the man and the fucking woman. And until men can show up and show that they're the men and can protect and can create safety and environment to protect, to where the woman doesn't have to be in a masculine space, again, it's your fault as the man being princess, because there wouldn't be masculine women if we were in feminine nature. If we're in too much of masculine nature, then you stop being a little bitch ass fucking princess ass cunt. That's really what it breaks down to. So check yourself before you wreck yourself. Because these nuts in your mouth is bad for your health. So anyways, yeah, if you have to hide somebody from your friends or family, that means that you're ashamed of that person or ashamed of yourself for being with that person. Therefore, you don't deserve that person. Bro, 100. If you have to hide, like, that's 100. Earth Angel, that's fact. That's fact. If there's something that you have to hide. Now, for instance, for me, I don't like, my family doesn't have any, like, they don't care what I'm doing. They don't know who my friend, they don't know. They don't know. They don't fucking send me a goddamn, the last time I even received a piece of mail was in 2022. I haven't even had an address to be able to receive mail since then. So anybody that's sending me letters or invitations or mail or anything else, that shit did not come to me, just so you all know. Not coming to me. And my email and all my devices and everything's been hacked for over a year now. That's a fact. And for me, I've been single and alone, all alone by myself now, for a year, for over a year now. So, I ain't with nobody. I ain't doing nothing. I ain't going nowhere. I ain't hanging out with nobody. And I did that intentionally. So when all of the people are watching and investigating, it's very clear who I'm talking to, which is nobody. What I'm doing wrong with is nothing. Who I'm with, which is nobody. Where I'm going, nowhere besides to the beach and to eat and to sit in nature. So guess what? Back to life. Back to reality. Some of these people are getting a big reality check real fucking quick. And it is a lot. Who is this? Bro, Angelique Hummingbird, bro. If you're gonna be talking shit on my people that are whatever, like, I'm gonna have to block you. Like, don't be talking shit. Like, you're new here. Like, these other people been here and they're part of the conversation. Yeah, people they don't understand. They don't understand. They never had this experience. Yeah. You're right, Anna. It's better not to explain they don't understand. Yeah. Willfully stupid, but they're far dumb. You know that. You know that. Yeah. Yeah, and this is the reality. What you said, Robert, is these people are, they've made these deals with the devil, and that's what they don't understand is, like, they try to use collective as a sacrificial lamb while they were trying to hold on to this stuff. And it's not working out for them. It's not working out for them. Tell us about this Empress in reverse. Yeah. This was somebody in your family. This could have been a father figure. It could be a father, grandfather, uncle figure. They were supposed to let you know. They were supposed to give you some type of inheritance, some type of money, maybe a property, something like this. Maybe all of the above, right? Vehicle, property, inherit, all of it. They were supposed to give it to you, and they didn't never inform you about it. And guess who found out? Guess where that shit is? In the legal system. So now whoever this is, they're being taxed that plus interest. Yeah, it's all coming back. It's all coming back to them now. It's all coming back around. And this Four of Cups. What is this Four of Cups? Yeah. You guys have been, you guys didn't miss your opportunity. You guys cashed in on this opportunity. Collective, we cashed in on this opportunity to say, I'm now devoted to the Most High. I'm now in the state of meditation. I've now removed myself. Maybe I'm in a state of isolation if I have to be, but I'm not completely isolated because I'm in devotion. I'm tapping into my guides. I'm having direct communication with my angels, with my ancestors, with the Most High. I am working in the space of divinity. Yeah, you guys are doing this, and your devotion has been recognized. It has not gone unnoticed. Can you give us another card, please? Yeah, you guys are literally okay. So you guys are balancing. You guys are literally sent here to do, like, you literally, like I was saying before, is you guys are like the protectors, right? The cosmic balance, right? It's like you're coming in to help defend, to create this cosmic balance coming into play. And you guys literally have all of these ancestors. You have the angels, you have the demons, you have the ancestors, you have everybody that's part of it. And so what's going on right now is they're now defending you. Okay, so now some of these, whatever, these angels, these demons, these deities, whatever, they're coming in and they're defending you for you to get what was taken from you, what was rightfully yours. And because they made you cry, collective, because they made the earth angel cry, these people or these beings, these spirits, are fucking going hard on these cults, these covens, these families, these collectives. They're going hard. They're relentless. They won't let, it's like these people can't sleep. They can't sleep. They can't eat. They're losing their minds. They're losing their marbles. They're losing their businesses. They're losing their fucking money. They're losing, they don't have any passion. They're losing their love. And like all that's going on is you're over here, collective. You're getting this new start. You're getting this money. You're over here. You're getting your vineyard. You're getting your farm. You're getting your grapes and the wine that you make from it. Literally. You are just thriving. You're thriving. And it's like their work, it's like, let's say 2 steps forward and 2 steps back. So let's say they're like, well, I did all of this work, and all this work and the energy that they put in, it's like, it just turns into 10 times more work than it was before. It's like nothing is paying out. Everything just keeps fucking nothing. Nothing is paying out. Many of them, they want to come back and try to be like, oh, I'm sorry, blah, 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 blah. Please forgive me, but this is a fake offer. They know what you have coming in. They know that your strength is unmatched, and they know that they chose the wrong side, and they want to be like, please forgive me. I want to be on your side. I love you. We can be together. Like this is someone, literally, this is someone from your family or a past lover or somebody that wants to come back and say, but please, 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 we can build something together, blah, 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 blah. They are trying to block you from what you have coming in. They are trying to get what is meant for you. Many of them, yeah. again, all these people could have been working together. They've been working together. They're trying to figure out, it's like they're literally trying to figure out how to delegate this money out. Like, I'm picking up on like IRAs, stocks, bonds, investments, like all of this stuff. They're trying to hide all of it. They're trying to figure out how they can divvy it out amongst themselves, so it's all, so they don't have whatever. But what they don't realize is whoever this lawyer is, or this attorney, whatever it was, is this is somebody that got caught. Okay, so they got caught. They're gonna be disbarred, or they're gonna go to fucking prison for life, right? They may be facing death penalty. Like, there's a lot. Like, this is a major embezzlement. This isn't just a little bit. This is a major embezzlement. There's a lot of people that are involved. So let's say the attorney and the judge and whatever, you know, like let's say somebody in your family was fucking the attorney, or fucking the judge, or fucking the cop, or whatever, right? Someone was doing some weird shit within the system, and they thought that they could keep working the system. Now what happened is, whoever that was wrapped up, that was connected to this grandparent, or this aunt, or this uncle, or this trust, or this will, or whatever it was, whoever this person was, they've been there for a while. They got fucking caught. They got caught, and they got offered basically the ability to turn you guys in. Okay, they didn't want to do that because they probably already took a payout. So instead, what they're doing is they're allowing this work, and this whatever, this shystiness to keep happening within this family, within these family and friends, this whatever they're working out. They're allowing it to keep going on because they're seeing how many people have been paid out. It's like, this is what they're seeing. They're seeing all the people that got paid out. There's like links to it. There's links to it. These accounts, there's this, there's that. Well, they thought that they were doing it underground. They thought they were doing it on VPNs or dark web or whatever. Like, all of it's been found out. And it's like, this person, whoever this was that they were paying out, that they were sharing this information with, was either wearing a wire, or was like agreed to all the further transactions or whatever that goes on between these people to be recorded, right? To be recorded and to be seen, or whatever. It's like they traded their freedom for these other people's. They're feeling pretty fucking guilty about it, but they had no option. It's like, either they lose their whole life, or they let these other people. And what they're seeing is these other people were doing all this bad fucking shit. They were putting all these death spells and all this other stuff. So they know basically this person's scared shitless. This person got scared shitless. They're like, shit. Maybe someone got sick in their family. Maybe somebody died. Something happened. Somebody died. Their wife or their mother, or they could have had a child, or they could have had, someone could have been pregnant with a child. They got in an accident. They died. Something like this. Something really intense. Something really intense happened. And this person is shitting bricks, and they're like, fuck it. They're going to turn in these people, or they already have turned in these people. Yeah. They turned them into the officials. They shared all the information. They're being watched. They didn't tell them that they're being watched. They just continued like business as usual, just to see how scandalous these people really are. And like, the whole world is about to see just the lengths that these people will go to try to steal this money from you, to try to steal your happy ending, to try to steal your lover, to try to steal all of this from you. Like, they're like, people are going to see their level of their level of jealousy, their level of envy, their level of resentment, their level of immaturity, and where they have worn these masks for so long, because that's what narcissists care about. All narcissists care about is not looking wrong, is not ever being wrong, right? That's all they really care about. They don't care about anything else. Boom. Right what you said. Right what you said, Jeffrey. I don't know when you even said that, but they deserve the karma because they are still pulling the same crap today. And that's what it breaks down to, is grace is given for those who repent, who show that they want to repent and that they want to change. Grace does not, forgiveness and grace does not have to be given for people that it's like, yeah, That's entitlement. You do not get grace. You do not get forgiveness just because. Especially if you're a fucking piece of shit. You don't get it. Sorry. You don't get it. My ex tried to do that. He's like, well, you forgive me. I was like, no, I don't, actually. What you did is unforgivable. Oh, but you will bless and forget. I was like, nah, I forgive. He's like, I heard you say it. And I was like, no, I said I forgive myself for forgiving you so many times, because what I have in fact done in the state of forgiving you is betray myself over and over and over and over again. So I forgive myself for acting out of a state of caring for you more than I cared about me. For betraying myself, I forgive myself for betraying myself, for giving you the forgiveness that you didn't deserve. And that's what it boils down to. So it's heresy. No, I mean, you didn't say shit, but one angel was given authority to kill 10,000 Christians. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, when everybody's like, what would Jesus do? Like, bro, you know what Jesus did when people went to the temple and they were trying to sell things? He flipped tables. He cracked whips. He beat the fuck out. He fucked people up. That's no joke. He fucked people up. Why? Why? Because they were defiling sacred property. So now what is this? If our body is our temple and people are coming to rape and molest and poison and to steal and to put it out online when they weren't given, you know what I'm saying, to create these whatever, what do you think that is? Hello, fucking McFly. It's the same shit. It's the same shit. They defiled what is sacred, divine feminine, over and over and over and over again without remorse, to gain something for themselves. You're going to have to take that one up with the underworld, because God ain't got you. But God's going to be like, stop fucking praying to me for your choice that you made. It's like what is this? Like the memes that I see when it's like, when they have the planet and the planet is talking. And I just saw this fucking meme earlier today, and it's like this dude, and was like, when Mercury finds out that you've been blaming it for all your bad behavior, and the planet's like, and the guy's all like, and Mercury's like, oh really? Oh, you're gonna put this on, and this is where it boils down. This is where patriarchy fucked up everything, and I'm gonna leave it at this, is where they forced forgiveness, but they lack a fucking accountability. No, just take accountability for being a piece of shit and repent. And if you take accountability, then it's between you and God. You're just like, hey, I'm good. I'm good with the Most High. I took accountability. I was like, listen, God, I'm not going to lie. I can't be around these people because I stabbed a bitch for less. So thank you for protecting me, God. Thank you for keeping me out of their way. Can you please sort that out? Like, it's between them and God. It's not your job to forgive them. Not your job. You're not God. You don't judge. It's between you and yourself. You and the Most High. Nobody else. So sit with that. Marinate on that. Tomorrow we will come back and we will talk about spiritual bypassing, because this is a very real thing and it keeps coming up, and I feel like we just really, really need to get deeper into it. Like on a more palatable, cohesive level, and to stick to that. So as far as the lovers is concerned, you guys are about to get this really, really, really passionate thing that came in. For anybody that has felt like there is still something there, you are getting rewarded for all of the hard work that you have put in. Not just keep waiting, Keep taking care of yourself while these ships are coming in. You are about to get, oh, the Two of Wands. You're getting offered this new path. You may be going somewhere. You may be offered a new place, a new home, a new location around the world. This person may want to take you around the world. Okay. Your ships are coming in 100% collective. And your strength that you have been displaying since you were very small. Okay. All the heartache, all that you have gone through it. Okay. From your family, from since you were small, from all of this stuff, from your community, from your family, from all this, you have been strong, and you will get this union. You will be receiving this divine union. You have to let go. You have to let go of some of these old things. And that's why I say it's not necessarily just about forgiving everybody. It's saying, may you have the day, the life, and the karma that you deserve. Because what I do is between me and God. All I need to do is seek forgiveness between me and the Most High and say, I didn't mean that. And you're just like, all right, well, I'm going to give you some extra work to do. And you're just like, all right, more lessons, more character development. Tight. You're like, all right, I got this. I'm strong. I got this. Don't worry. Don't worry, God. I got you. Some of us, it takes much longer for our blessings to come in because we have struggled through a lot more stuff, and we have a lot bigger blessings, a lot bigger reward that's actually coming in for us. So yeah. We all have choices. It depends on how you want to die and how fast do you want to die. Talking it out and having it just come back seems, taking it out and having it just come back seems longer and more painful of death. Yeah, of course it does. Of course it does. But you know what? To each his own. That's everybody's own free will. They can do whatever they want. Saturn, think outside the box, ignore the box, majority distractions, EP. Yeah. I mean, it's not bullshit. It's reality of how we have to be, how we have to understand humanity is going on, right? It's where we're not doing good inside, it becomes our outside. So until we get this ultimate balance, right, we're creating it. We're co-creating this dream. We're co-creating this reality. And so we need to be aware of that. And that's why I say to people, what is the reality that we're co-creating, right? What is this beautiful wish? What is this utopian dream? What does it look like? Because for me, it doesn't look like forgiving every piece of shit. It looks like we don't have pieces of shit. I'm talking about as far as physical entities. We don't have that. We have love. As we're fourth and fifth and sixth densities, we have love. We have telepathy. We have the understanding. If I fucking stab you, I'm feeling it because I can feel and sense, like how I have heightened senses, clairaudience, clairsentience, clairvoyance, telepathy, remote viewing, all of this stuff. Like, as we get to these higher densities, so too will you. So too will you. You guys all have the ability and the capacity to tap into it. It's, do you believe? If you can believe it, how does it go? If you can think it and believe it, then you can achieve it. You are the artist. What are we? Stop. Like, that's why people are like, well, if we change this person, if we get rid of this government and we do that, and bro, stop all the bullshit. Draw a new, back to the drawing board. Throw that draft out. Fucking rip it out of the typewriter. Throw that draft out. Get a new fucking page. And what does this new earth, this new world look like? Not all the bullshit. Don't write any of that bullshit in. What does it look like? For me, it looks like a very beautiful, collaborative, matriarchal society where men and women are honored equally, where children and nature are the center of the focus, where people have access to food and clean water and housing and education and health care. These are just basic, that baseline, base humanity, basic, where we're not struggling, where we're not in these monopolies or these situations where we're in more barter and trade, like where if people don't have, if people are lazy and they don't have a skill or something to offer that they haven't spent their lifetime becoming good at, that they have something to offer to the collective, then that's cool. They can water the gardens, they can trim the weeds, there's enough of things that need to be done to where we can all work together. We can come in unity, community. So, justice, peace, and unity. And in order for us to come to a peaceful state, we have to get rid of the megalomaniacs and warmongering motherfuckers that care more about money than they do about people, that care more about wars or about being right or about whatever than they do about people, that care more about launching rockets to space than they do people and children starving and dying. Like, I don't, like, that world is dead. The fear tactics, the fucking COVID, the paranoia, the separation, like, that's dead. We're all part of this. We're human beings, not human doings. We're human beings. So, what do you want to be? What are you going to be when you grow up? Here we are, all grown up. What do you want to be? Because now is the time to decide, what do you want to be? Who are you going to be? What type of person are you going to be? What type of earth is this going to be? We can't hyperfixate. It's good to bring that stuff to the awareness so people are actively doing things, because things are actively happening and they don't want people to see that. They don't want, like, shout out to fucking Albania, bro, like to Italy, to many of these places that stood up and got their governments and their parliaments to change stuff to how they needed it to be. They did that. Like, we can do it, but it's a choice. It's a collective choice. So while it's not happening on a larger scale level, what we can do is on the smaller scale level, do our best. And that's what I'm doing every day, is coming on here, sharing information, channeling guidance, and helping people as much as I can from my capacity, right? Because sure, I may not be able to do all of the same things that I could do before. I could definitely do them, but I prefer to stay not fully isolated. I go out and hang out with people, but I chose to come to a village where people are happy. They may not be fucking rich or care about all of this stuff, but they do care about each other. They do treat me like I'm their little fucking blonde, curly headed family. You know, they all come over there when I go to eat, like, ooh, the bule, she speaks our language. They love it. They love it. And so, but I had to move myself to where I wasn't around these other communities, these other energies that were keeping me on a lower frequency. Like, at least here, people are happy. They're smiling. They're making food. They're just living life basic. They come over here. They go, when I was doing the video outside and all the guys were walking by me, they were going to this area and they climb up the trees and they cut down the coconuts, and then they go and they take them and they sell them to the thing, and they're like, cool, now I have money to get food for the week. Like, they're resourceful. They're just living in coherence with the earth, figuring out what's here and how we can access it and use it to exchange it to get what we need. That's it. We don't have to take more than we need. We don't have to fuck somebody over. We don't have to steal something from anybody else. There's plenty of nature. They just had to make a little trek to go to where the nature is, and they had to make a little trek to go up there. But they did it. And it is possible. And that is That is what it boils down to. Yes. Sleeping is a chore. Forgiveness is for what? You don't need. You need to forgive yourself. Yes, forgive yourself. Forgive yourself. Understand that we're each in our own journey, right? And it's their job to seek forgiveness from their creator, just like it's your job. Like it's not your job to repent or to heal anybody else but yourself. And if everybody stopped worrying the fuck about so much about everybody, what everybody else was doing instead of how we're doing it together, then we wouldn't have as many problems as we are. But baby steps, baby steps. So slowly, let's get there together. Anyways, you guys, it is about to be 2:22. It's 2:21. I just looked at the time in the AM. So that's good because two is the number of partnership and duality. One is we're starting it over. So stay in that space of love. Listen to the songs and the movies. Find all the beautiful outcomes. Find the beautiful aspects. Know that all this shit's going around, but don't give it too much energy as it hits 2:22. Don't give it too much energy. Give more energy to that space of love, to that space of healing, and also give yourself give yourself some grace in the fact that we are mourning the loss of family, friends, community, maybe many of us religions and different things like as we're waking up to the old world. We are mourning the loss of being cheated out of information, of being cheated out of being lied and manipulated, We do it does take some time and we do need to process that and allow your body to process that, allow your nervous system to kick itself down because as we step into the next phase of this war, this spiritual warfare, it is not going to get easier. This beginning half of the year has been the cakewalk part. We're about to go into the we're about to level up real hard, real fast, and it's going to go hard until probably I don't know, this time to the end of 2027. So be vigilant, get your rest, give yourself whatever, don't go back. There will probably be a lot of people or things that come back. If things do come back around, you have exes or people, whatever, deal with them in a kind, compassionate way. Think about what comes up for you when that person or that memory comes up about that person. Don't just be like, fuck this person that I used to know a long time ago. Think about a positive aspect or something that you share with that person and even pray about it. Ask your guides like, why are you bringing this person up? What's the lesson that I didn't learn, or what are you re-bringing into my awareness, or um is there a message or a signal that I need to be picking up that I'm missing? um you know for me, one person, this was like an old friend, and this old friend had taught me how to uh do CDJs, right? Like I really loved my vinyl, but after my ex had destroyed like my turntables, my mixers, my headphone, like my studio, like I think three different times in three different places. Um, it was really traumatic. And then this last person, I was like, this is the first person that made me like want to play with CDJs and play with music, like DJing and stuff again. And we had a whole music studio, and I set this whole thing up, and he still would never, whatever, you know. And I really thought it was going to heal that, but then all of this weird, crazy shit, psychopathy went into play, and my friend was like, you got to be like a really famous DJ by now. I know you're always like such a musical inspiration to me, like a muse and all this other stuff. And I hope that you're having fun and in the mix and like what kind of any good music. And I basically had to tell this person, fuck, I remember when music used to be my life, and trauma can be funny like that because sometimes there's certain things that are so connected or intertwined with communities and people and things like this that sometimes it is, maybe it's not the healthiest thing for us, but sometimes it is like what the brain does is as a trauma response, it's like, listen, this is really uncomfortable because it brings back all of these terrible memories. So we're just going to shelf this one for a while and we're going to start something different. We're going to do something new. So for some of you guys, you may have some type of things or people that come back around. Um, and when I was just like, fuck all this stuff, I don't want to deal with it anymore. What it really brought down to me is actually like, no, I don't hate that. I actually only want to be working with high level people that understand production. I want to be with people that respect my time, my energy, my music, my taste, my vocals, my singing, my production capacity and abilities. And so that's what I'm going to call in. I was like, I don't need to be around any more fucking DJs. Everybody's a goddamn DJ and they're no fucking good because everything's on auto sync. Like it was so hard for me to go from analog to digital, even though it was so easy. And my friend used to laugh at me. He'd be like, "But it's so easy. You could just la 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 la." And anyways, but yeah, it was a whole thing for me because it was like technology has never quite been my friend. I've always surged out electronics and technical devices. So it was super strange for me to not feel the records and to play with the CDJs, but I was killing it for a while, and I'm sure that my ex who fucking ruined all that for me thought for sure I must be traveling around the world DJing for sure because all of these people I brought into music scene and inspired like a lot of their musical taste and a lot of this stuff, like many people, and they're probably just like, Zoe doesn't even want to go to the drum and bass festival that they're throwing for her. Like what? Like no, because I don't feel safe in the community. Because the community can't show up for me and provide me that safety or security. So why would I give any more of my energy to it if it's not being reciprocated? And that is where we are right now as a collective and understanding that as we're rewriting this new script, we are the artists. We're creating this new thing. Now, does it mean like in my new thing, it's like, no, I'm going to be producing events with dope ass things and they're going to be private. And none of these motherfuckers will be able to be there. I'm just going to have them blackball. Just do what I did before. Create my own stuff and it's going to be better than them and they're going to be fucking crying. Because it's going to be the only good shit slapping and they ain't going to be able to be over there with their asses clapping. Because their ass is going to be in jail. Or working for me. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, what do you want it to look like? For me, I'm like, yes, I want supportive community with music where we're celebrating and where people aren't caring about, selling product or music or tickets or fucking drugs where they're or art or whatever, that they're actually just here because we're here together because we all came together because the sound and this frequency and the love and all of it. So let it just be part of it. Let each one of us tap into who we innately are and be that authentic version of ourselves and figure out, because the more that we show up as that authentic version of ourselves, as that soul-led version, not like not what the community or whatever is like, oh well, if you dress like this, like fuck you, bro. We're each individual, like we're source experiencing itself individually. So no two are gonna be alike. And I guess it's cute that people want to copy, but like collective, you're one of one. You're one and only. And this person is going to treat you like that. This person that's coming in and you guys are going to create this new story, they're going to treat you like that. They're going to treat you like you are God's gift to this planet. Like you are their, like, and that's how you're going to feel about them. Like, fuck, you were made for me. This song, what is this song? You were meant for me and I was meant for you. That's by Jewel. By Jewel. This song, yeah. So that could mean something to you guys. But yeah, it's like all the other things that didn't work out up until this moment, all the other people that didn't seem to pan out, like it's going to make sense because this person, it's like you guys are each other's person. Like it's so obvious, not just to you, but to everybody else, not just to them, but to everybody else. And it's just like this little bit, this last this last tug of fear, but I feel like collective, you guys have already gotten past it. Just stay in this space. Just know that you're protected. You're divinely protected. Like how I stopped dealing with all the bullshit of the gang stalkers and all that stuff is I was just like, my spirit team will fucking rule you. And so I did. I just cast out. I just called. I did my prayer and was like, boom, go after these, excuse me, go after these people. That's what I would like, excuse me, bitch. And so that's what I did. And I realized I'm so divinely protected because when you surrender and say, I don't know what my next job's going to be, I don't know how I'm going to make the money, honey, I don't know how I'm going to pay this or that, or I don't know where I'm going to go, I don't know where I'm moving, I don't know, like, doesn't matter. All I know is where I go from here ain't going to be boring and it's going to be better than this, right? So stay in that positive vibration, yeah. Stay in that mindset of knowing that you are a good person and you don't lie or cheat or steal or con or do any of this stuff, and stay in that space and don't be tricked into any of their traps. And if you guys have been practicing um, some type of clarity, which is like if you've been fasting or if you've been um, clean or sober or celibate or whatever, like hold that down. Even if these new people come in, like keep your boundary because the right person is going to respect you and the right person is going to have been doing the inner work themselves as well. They're not going to come in being like, oh my God, you're celibate and like, I just really need somebody that can fuck, you know? They may come in and be like, all right, I respect that, but like, I just want to know, I just want to let you know that like looking at you is like, like they will be honest and transparent, but they will also respect what you say. These next people that come in will not question what you're saying. I mean, they will like, it's like it won't be in a competitive way. It's non competitive. It will be like, do you really think that's what's best for you, babe? Like, I'm not judging you. I'm not going to play the angel or devil's advocate. I'm just going to run it by you as like your internal voice speaking externally because we're in this together. And that's going to be the type of energy where it's like, thanks, babe. You know what? Yeah, now that I hear you say it and I think about it, no, I don't think so. And it's going to be like this to where you guys aren't, it's like you got this person where maybe people didn't believe you, where they thought you were too far out. This person is, it's going to be the opposite. They're always going to trust you. They're always going to stand on business with you. They're always going to believe you. Even if they don't believe you, they're still going to defend you in front of other people, and then they're going to talk about it later on. They're not going to do whatever these old experiences that you had. This is not going to happen. This is going to be never had someone to show me a love like this before. You guys, literally. The lovers, the lovers, the lovers. How many times does that have to pop up? Like, it's coming. They're already here. For many of you guys, this could have been, they could have been trying to figure out, it's like they've been hiding this offering. They've been hiding how they're going to offer you. Maybe some of you guys, they may come in and be like, I want to wife you, or I want to husband you, I want to life you, whatever it is. For these divine unions, I do not see feminine approaching masculine in any of them because we need to balance the masculine and the feminine energies at bay on the earth. So, whether you're a man or a woman, if you are masculine in the partnership, you need to do the work. You need to do the footwork. You need to make the approach to the feminine, not the other way around. Feminine is receptive. Masculine is action, not the other way around. Not the other way around. When masculine provides the safety and the protection, then feminine can multiply. She can be the catalyst, but only for the strong masculine. So masculine has to fucking balls up or something like this, has to do something to come in and not be scared. Okay? Not be scared, not be in a state of ego, but be in a state of strong. And that doesn't mean that they might not be overwhelmed by emotions. It doesn't mean that they're not in love, or that they won't cry, or that they won't feel a lot of things. It's not that. It just means that they're stable in their capacity to hold space for them and feminine, to be able to be emotional, or to be able to break down, or to be able to feel safe, or to be able to share whatever they're about to share. And you guys will first share a very long embrace. Imbricado. You need to embrace. It just keeps coming up. Okay. Um, because a lot of the stress of what is blocking masculine, besides all these other bullshit stuff, is not wanting to say the wrong thing. And the reality is sometimes less is more. There will be a lot that has to be said or discussed, or that will come up, or that needs to come out. Like they have so much to tell you that they've been holding back for a long time. But first, start with the embrace, because as that happens, a lot of the energies will kind of calm, so it won't be so intense, and it will come out. Before, where it wasn't, before maybe you guys weren't unable, maybe you're not on the right frequency, and you weren't able to and maybe you were a little bit nervous, and you weren't able to say what you needed to say, because you then the person makes you stutter or whatever. But that was intentional, right? Because each person maybe had a little bit of work or something to do. The last phase will be what you guys have to do together. The last phase of healing does not happen alone. It does not happen individually. It happens in the partnership. So that's also something that's super important. Someone needed to hear. But yeah, the embrace is really important first, because it will eliminate a lot of the heavier energies of anxiety or stress that are coming around the wanting to convey all of what you feel, and also be transparent, and also be clear, and also tell the truth. And there's a lot. This person's going to come in and explain to you what was going on and what was happening in some of this. And you may have other people that come in asking for forgiveness. Okay. Um, they may be interlinked. I saw this little clip earlier today, and it was like this. These people were upset because they thought that they weren't getting invited somewhere, and then they found out that the kid actually had gotten the invitation, and the kid forgot about it because he had left his backpack or something somewhere, and he had never given it to them. And so it created this whole fucking thing to where the parents thought that they weren't being invited to the group community game night, all this bullshit. And he was just like, should I tell them that I failed them now? Because he was making them feel like, oh, well, they didn't get invited because, it's like gaslighting. Oh, because one was too bossy, or one was this, or one was that, because all this bullshit. And so, anyways, this could be a thing, and this has been prevalent that's come here. Someone that was supposed to give an invitation didn't, or they found it, or they were playing around, or they thought it was just it was a joke. But what's going to happen is someone's going to be like, it's not a joke, and it's not fucking funny, and you ruin somebody's entire life, multiple people's lives over this. And there will be something bad that happens to them, because um, this wasn't an accident. It was intentional. They're going to try to play it off. Someone's going to try to play it off like as if it was an accident, but it wasn't. It was intentional. They paid people to block it from getting there, or they sent it to the wrong address, or they had someone else interfere in the middle, something like this. So it was like they could wash their hands of it. So they wouldn't have to take the full responsibility. But this person's going to have to take the full responsibility, or they already, or it's already known. Like the whole community or the whole world already fucking knows, and they're waiting for this person to fucking fess up to it, and they're not. And this person may not just get arrested and put away and get charged and all this stuff, but they may get the shit beat out of them from a lot of people in the process, because they realize Because they realize that this person is literally taking everyone down with them because oh, I was just playing. This is like a this is like a karmic feminine or something. This is like someone that was jealous. Again, this is jealous or envy that created this. And they're just like, "Oh, well, I was just kidding." No, they weren't. They did all of this. This was premeditated. It was completely premeditated, and you guys can definitely check on that yourself. Pray about it yourself. But yeah, they did it. They created this whole scenario like they did. They went the extra mile, and they knew it was happening. And just so you guys know, omission of truth, like not telling somebody the truth, or when someone asks you something and you don't respond or whatever, like this is also lying. It's deception, it's lying, it's betrayal. Betrayal is on many different levels, whether someone lies, whether they tell half truths, whether they tell triple truths, whether they doing omission of the actual truth. Well, I didn't actually lie to you because I didn't say blah blah blah. No, but you lied because you knew, and when I asked you and you're like, I don't really know blah blah blah, or you didn't ever respond, or you stopped talking, or you blocked, or you whatever bullshit. And there's a lot of people, for instance, for me in my life, there's a lot of people that withheld the truth and are still withholding the truth for me. And the reality is of whatever all this bullshit is, and the reality is the likeliness of me forgiving any of them after lying to me and omitting when I have been struggling and suffering for an extended amount of time and they all knew the information outright, forthright, they will not be making the boat. They will not be in my life any longer. Just like they could take a payout to stop responding, just like they could get new things to go against me, you will not get my forgiveness. None of them will get my forgiveness. Because lying to me, betrayal to a Scorpio is like, you might as well just fucking stab me in the heart 1,000 times. It would have hurt less because I would have seen you doing it and you would have been looking me in the eye. But when you look me in the eye and you fucking betray me and stab me in the back, Unforgiven 2. Great song by a band called Metallica. What I've felt, what I've known. Turn the page, you turn to stone. Behind the door, will they open it for me? No. Many of these people will realize that they will lose me forever due to the betrayal. That shit don't fly in my fucking world. And I don't give a fuck what everybody did. I don't give a fuck what people have to offer. I don't give a fuck if you fucking built a whole fucking castle or created a whole fucking party. When I was begging for help, not a goddamn person came through but my goddamn self. So if you want to know who I'm moving forward with, it's me and my cat. And anybody, any being, anything, anything from any realm, place, space, dimension that betrayed me, you want to apologize, you can start by paying me to even hear or read what you may have to say. Game over. What's that song? What's that song they always say? Hey Jude, don't be afraid. Take a sad song and make it better. Remember to let her into your heart. Then you will start to make it better. So anyways, anybody who tried to block or stole or used or took, frauded, whatever, I don't give a fuck, whatever, there is no excuse. There's no excuse in my book for betrayal. There's nothing. There's literally nothing. And people are going to have a real fucking rude awakening when they're like, I got you this and I did that. Well, bitch, you know what you didn't do? Treat me like a fucking human being. You know what you didn't do? Give a fuck about me in the real time. So I could give a fuck about anybody else anytime following. If somebody doesn't show up for me first, somebody doesn't fucking call me, if somebody doesn't do the effort, you ain't never gonna see me. You ain't never gonna hear from me. Never gonna get it, never gonna get it, never gonna get it, never gonna get it. It's gonna be like that. Betrayal, no. No. Because in the Scorpio brain, it doesn't matter. We're a fixed sign. So what you have fixed in our brain is that this is your character. This is what you've done to us. This is what you will do to us. And this is how it is. Because people's fucking character doesn't change. And if you would agree to what somebody else told you, if you would sign an NDA, if you would take a payout to betray somebody else, then you ain't on my motherfucking team, and I don't want you on my motherfucking team. Peace, pot, and microdots. As always, guys, if you're out here doing the work, you know who you are. You're doing a good job. I'm proud of you. Remember that you are worthy. Keep going. You got this. You are on your own, but you are not alone. Remember that there is a bunch of bullshit that's gonna go down. Just stay out of the fear state. Stay out of the state of separation, out of the state of fear, out of the state of hate or negativity, of scarcity, of lack. Stay out of those states. Those are evil, demonic entities or energies that are trying to bring you down. Don't fall off your path. Follow the light. Stay on the path. Do what's right. Do what's out of love. Do what's humane. Be the change that you wish to see in the world. In case nobody told you today, you're awesome. You're amazing. You're beautiful. I love you. You got this. You're worthy. And take a breath. Give yourself a pat on the back. Give yourself some grace. We are people. We are not perfects. We are human beings. So be a human. Stop doing. Take a moment to be. Take a breath in. 3, if you must. It's better. And if things get too overwhelming, take a fucking nap when you wake up. Things will be different. A lot can change in 24 hours. As always, guys, I appreciate your likes, comments, subscribes, your shares, your cares, your comments. Definitely, if you guys want to support or join in on the the 5 on it reading raffle, the information is in the information box below. There's a whole video that gives you a little breakdown of how to become part of that. If you just have a dope question that you want to ask and you want to support your girl, you can put $5 or €5 on it. Put your question there in the PayPal. You do not need PayPal to send money to PayPal. And you can write the comments or the questions once you send the money. Also, it's in there. It will let you leave a question or a comment or a note. As always, guys, I appreciate you and your presence, just like our angels and our ancestors. Make sure that you call upon your guides, your angels, your ancestors. They are consistently here to help you and they want to protect you. Thank them graciously day and night for their blessings, for their protection, for their presence. Make sure for their presence, right? because you want to keep them present in your realm wherever you are. As always, guys, fuck the patriarchy, matriarchy, meow. Ciao for meow. Zoe out.